You got it locked on Roadium Radio.
Circumstances beyond anyone's control. Dr. Dre is in the motherfucking house. So right about now, and I say, yo Steve, are you with me? ICE, are you with me?
Here's a little something about a nigga like me. They never should've let me buy tape from Steve. Ice Cube would like to play dope shit mixed by Dr. Dre. And since I was a youth, I like COMPTON. Now I like the motherfucking Roadium. Buying a tape or two, that's what the hell I do. You don't like Tony A? Well, fuck you, this is a game. And I'm in it. Ice Cube will fuck you up in a minute with a right, left, right, making you sick. And then you see Tony A is on the mix.
Tony A! Tony A! When you're ready, go.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio episode 220. Only 80 more episodes and we'll reach 300. Can you believe that? But anyways, it's 80 more episodes. But before we actually get to 300, we got to get through episode 220. Just a small announcement. You know what? We are not going to have Roadium Radio on Sunday simply because it's Christmas weekend. Friday's Christmas Eve, Saturday Christmas, and Sunday I'm going to be chilling, eating some pozole and tamales, living like a fat rat, watching football all damn day, playing with my belly button. I'm just trying to be funny. Anyways, but yes, no show, but we'll be back next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, everybody. So, but tonight, once again, I got a very special guest. But I want to thank everybody that submitted their music to roadiumradio@gmail.com. You should be able to see that on the screen, roadiumradio@gmail.com. Once again, when you submit your music, first of all, once again, I thank everybody because I got a lot of emails this week, since Sunday, I should say. Music, videos, and a short bio. The short bio really, really helps. And believe me, I know a lot of you guys say, Tone, I've been submitting my music over and over and over. I get it. I'm going to make it work. 2022 is going to be your year. If not, I'm out of here. But I'm going to make it work, okay? I want to give a special plug once again to my homie SF40s. His Instagram was hacked. We're going to try on the description to put his email because the only way you can get a hold of him was through his Instagram, but some dickhead went ahead and hacked his page. So we're going to put his email on our description at the end of this interview, and that way you guys can purchase his new CD. SF40s, once again, much love, much respect to him. Other than that, I don't have much to say other than introduce my very special guest. So without further ado, please help me welcome Steve Villegas.
Villegas, yeah.
Villegas,
yeah.
Okay, my apologies.
No, you're good.
I have to practice that. So anyways, man, how you doing?
I'm doing good right here, just, doing my thing.
How was the drive?
It was a lot of traffic, man. I mean, I don't know why there was traffic, but I mean, it was probably the Christmas shopping, right?
So, yeah. That's the only thing I could think of.
Right.
Either that or Sancho's going to go see Sancho.
Yeah, right, exactly. Or they're driving somewhere else, man. I don't know. But yeah, there was a lot of traffic. But no, I got here good, man. Thanks for that.
You know what? But that's one thing that I think will never change is LA traffic.
Oh, yeah, and it's getting worse, man.
Well, it's because it's almost like people come to LA to make it. We're all trying to make it. I get it.
Right. No, of course.
I get it. But you know what? With platforms like this is how our voice can be heard.
Right. But
many people want to come in, they want to work at a restaurant and then try out for this part, and there's thousands of people.
Yes.
But you know what, man? Everybody that comes here has an opportunity to share their story, to win people over. People support you. Your name starts to climb up. Hollywood starts taking notice. And even if they don't, you know what? We make our own shit.
Exactly. Yeah, we got to do it ourselves, man.
Yeah, we got to do it ourselves. If we don't support each other, who will?
Exactly. No, that's just the name of the game, especially now, man. I mean, just with Hollywood and everything, I mean, I think we just got to start creating our own things.
Yes.
To make that movement is what I'm saying. You know. So, but that's you're right.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, let me ask you this. I know today is Wednesday. Are you a football guy?
I watch it when the Super Bowl comes around.
Okay.
Like I like the hype and all that. But I don't follow it.
Okay.
Like I don't know who's injured or who's good or I don't know any of that. But I do follow it once the Super Bowl comes and all the hype comes around. Yeah. That's
Okay.
Pretty much
See, that's the way I am about the World Cup.
Oh, okay. The soccer. Yeah.
See, the reason why I said this is Wednesday is because we just had football yesterday.
Okay.
We had a Tuesday night game, and then we had Sunday.
Right.
And then tomorrow's Thursday, some more football. So to me, I love football. I'm a huge football guy. My number one sport.
Oh, nice.
I see you wearing an LA hat, so you're safe to say Dodger fan?
Dodger fan, yeah. No,
Okay.
for sure. Most definitely.
It's safe to say Lakers?
Lakers también, yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
So what about soccer?
Soccer, también, I'll pay attention to it. Like if it's the whole,
World Cup?
The World Cup. That's because, the hype is just crazy, Like everyone just, if Mexico wins, they're just throwing parades in every damn corner,
Yeah.
Just like whatever, But I'm good with soccer también.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you were originally from Boyle Heights.
From Boyle Heights, yeah.
Yeah. Born and raised there.
Uh-huh.
You come from a big family?
Yeah, I actually do. But as you get older, things start changing. Everyone starts going their own way. So the family gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So then, you just have yourself now and your family, your kids and this and that. But, yeah, I come from a big family. From Boyle Heights, we were all born and raised there. My mom and my dad came from Mexico and they came to Boyle Heights. That's where they went to middle school, high school there. And just, same thing with me.
What part of Mexico?
My dad's from there. My dad's from Chihuahua. My mom's from DF. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they came out here when they were about, I want to say like in their teens. Yeah.
Lovebirds.
Yeah. Yeah. They met here. They're high school sweetheart or whatever it is. But they're not together now, but they're very good friends,
Right.
And I think that's something that they taught us, no matter what, if there's, a bad relationship going on, just stick together. Because at the end of the day, that's all we have,
Right.
So
Yeah, you have a lot of brothers and sisters?
I got two brothers. One's out there in Miami and the other one's here in Alhambra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's he doing out there in Miami? Just decided just
I
to
don't
pack
know.
up and leave?
I guess to be honest, I guess that's where he started working at. I don't know. I think he was working out here at first. I'm not sure what he was doing, but he ended up out there in Miami. I don't know how. We do keep in touch here and there, but it's not like the way I am with my brother that lives here, But he's out there doing his life. He comes out here to visit from time to time. I've been wanting to go out there, but it's just I don't really like airplanes. I don't like flying at all. If I have to fly for a job, for a film or whatever, then I'll do it. But if it's up to me, nah, man, I don't like flying.
Let me ask you before I tell you my flight story.
Right.
What is it about flying that you don't like, man?
I just don't like that heavy object is up in the air. Also, there's the pilots, they're pretty much, your life is in their hands. And that's it, man. And just being that high up in the air, and something that heavy up in the air is like, damn, how is this up here, And yeah, you're just sitting there, man. And I don't like flying, but I like flying by the window. Okay. I like being by the window, okay. just look outside, and if it does go down, at least I get to see where I'm at, where I'm falling at. But other than that, no, I don't really like it, but if I have to, I have to,
I'll tell you what, I get very religious when I enter into a plane.
Right.
I'm like, please, God, forgive me.
Yes, you're just praying for sure.
Yes, man, because I've been flying since 1990. And the first time I flew was actually to Arizona.
Oh, okay.
It isn't that far, maybe about an hour.
Right.
But I remember the takeoff was terrible.
Okay.
And then once we're up there and then they signal us where we could take off our seatbelts.
Right.
I see the pilot leave and he goes to the back. And it was a small plane.
Oh, okay.
And he goes to the back and I guess he's taking a crap or something.
Right.
And he's back there for at least 15 minutes. So I'm like,
okay.
Who in the hell was flying this?
Right.
And then it starts shaking. Then he comes back right away wobbling.
Right.
I'm like, oh my God. But that was the first time I ever experienced bad turbulence. The worst turbulence, flying to Chicago, that motherfucker was like boom.
Oh, is that right?
Boom, like for at least 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
The worst, that was arriving.
Right.
But the worst one, another one that topped it, I was leaving Denver.
Okay.
And leaving Denver, that motherfucker was not up and down. Mm-hmm. It was side to side.
Right.
And man, like at least for a good hour.
Damn. So you had some bad experiences.
Real bad, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I've been through sandstorms, like it's like
Yeah.
leaving sandstorms, snowstorms, and you feel like Richie Valens in La Bamba.
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm
exactly.
saying?
That's how I felt. I think my first time was going to Texas. Going to Texas, and I'm like, damn, that's my first time. I didn't like planes just to begin with. When we got up there, when I took off, the feeling of taking off was like, damn, it's just a different experience, especially when it's your first time. You're just like, what the hell? This is going so fast. And you're looking out the window, it's just like, whew, it's going fast,
Yeah.
right? As soon as it lifts up, I'm like, oh my God, I'm in the air now. Like, damn, now you're praying, like, oh my God, just please get me back down,
Right.
So I'm getting there, whatever. Coming back, I'm still nervous because I'm like, damn, But before getting into that plane coming back to LA, the sky was nice and clear in Texas, like, oh, okay, cool. I'm leaving in a nice, weather. The moment it was time for us to board and to start leaving, it starts like raining. And I'm like, oh my God, like, why does it have to rain when I'm about to get on the damn plane? So there's a guy beside me, right? And I have my homie Noel here. So he's like chill, like whatever. But I'm the only one like, damn, hey, like nervous. So I asked this guy and I'm like, hey, do you fly a lot? And he's like, oh yeah, I've been flying since I was like 5 years old because I would go back and forth with my mom and my dad. They were living in different states.
Right.
This guy was probably about like 50 years old. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, you ever had a bad experience? He's like, nah, never. I've been good. So I felt, at ease. I'm like, okay, cool. We're good, Once the plane starts going, it's going up, this big ass turbulence starts happening. Like it moves us all over the place, right? And I'm like, oh, what the hell? Like shit.
Right.
So even him, he was like, damn, that was the worst thing I felt from all these years flying in the plane. I'm like, oh my God, here we go. Like me being in this damn plane is probably giving bad luck to everybody right here, man. So it's just me, man. I mean, I don't know. I hate planes, man. I don't like being in the air that much.
Same thing. I'll tell you one more story about flying. I believe we were flying. I know it was East Coast. I believe it was Detroit. And about 30 minutes away, we started experiencing bad turbulence.
Right.
And there was a guy next to me, and he was reading a book the whole time. Mm-hmm. And I finally asked him when we started hitting turbulence. I was trying to take the turbulence off my mind. You know? I said, what kind of book are you reading? And he said, the Bible. That's what he tells me. And I said, oh, okay. Why are you reading that? And he said, I'm a pastor. And I said, oh, man. I said, aren't you afraid? Because it was really bad.
Right.
And he goes, no. And I said, why not? He goes, my father has his hands on this plane, so you're safe.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, all right, cool. Thanks,
bro. Now you're comfortable. No, yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. No, yeah, man. That's just my experience,
Growing up in Boyle Heights, if you don't mind, what elementary, middle school, and high school did you attend?
So elementary, it was called Dakota Street, but I think they renamed it when I hit like middle school. So I think they renamed it to Dina. Mm-hmm. So it's right there off of I believe it's on 8th Street. I'm not sure. I don't know if you're familiar with that, with Boyle Heights, but it's on 8th Street. Went to elementary there. Middle school, I went to Hollenbeck. I don't know if you know where from Hollenbeck. Yes. So I went there, did my thing there, and then Roosevelt High School was my high school.
Roosevelt?
Yeah, Roosevelt.
You guys are rivals with Garfield.
With Garfield, yeah. So we have that classic every year. I don't know if they still be having it or not. I mean, man. I've never really paid attention to it after that.
Crazy story. Me and my homie, if he's watching, my homeboy Angel, we used to go to Banning High School right here, and we used to catch the bus. We used to ditch and catch the bus to Roosevelt High School.
Right.
Because we used to say that all the fine girls went to Roosevelt High School.
Roosevelt High School.
Yeah, so we used to just go to chill and watch all the girls exit the high school. Like, oh man, she's fine. She's fine.
Right.
And then we used to actually even go to the high school,
to go see.
Bro. So
damn, that's crazy. No, it's funny because, me being in Roosevelt, we would think that, the nice looking ones are at a different school. Right. But I think it's just us that we're just in the school already and we've seen everybody. And now we just go to different schools to just see different, whatever. But I think that's just what it is. But damn, that's a long drive from where you were at all the way to Roosevelt.
Yeah,
that's a long.
The bus.
Yeah, that's dedication right there, bro.
I know. Just to go look at some nuggets.
Right.
Now, let me ask you this: growing up in Boyle Heights, did you play any sports? You ever sign up for baseball?
Yeah.
Warner.
Yeah. No, my favorite sport is basketball.
Oh, okay.
That was my favorite sport. All the other ones I didn't really like. I mean, I'll play them. I'm pretty much good in everything. I put my all into everything, football, baseball, whatever. But if I'm going to be playing in a team, it would be basketball. And I used to play in Evergreen Park. I don't know if you're familiar with Evergreen Park.
Yes.
So I used to play there as a kid, elementary. Oh, no, I think not elementary. From like middle school. and then going to high school, and then once you're at a certain age, you can't play that no more because it's for the youth, you know. School, I never played at a school. I was never able to because of my grades. So that kind of fell off.
So you weren't too good in school, man?
I wasn't too good in school. I mean, I wasn't a troublemaker like that to like let it be known. I was a troublemaker. I was like a low key troublemaker. Like I'll do my travesuras like on my own time, you know. I won't go to like my 6th period because it was math. If I ditch, I'll go to the PE area, just hang out there, whatever. Ditch, do my thing in middle school. I mean, I was calm, chill, but I would get myself into trouble just for that, you know?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know what is it about math that I just fucking couldn't stand, bro.
Oh, yeah, no. Math, I mean, I'm good at it now. So there's a story behind that. But I wasn't good at it. That's the reason why I didn't go to my class, my period, you know?
Okay.
So I ended up ditching, whatever. But it came to my mind when I was like in the end of 9th grade. I'm like, you know what? I can't be doing this, man. So I purposely told my mom to change me schools because I already knew I was hanging around with the wrong crowd, right? So I told her to move me to HP, Huntington Park High School.
Okay.
I went there. The reason why I did that is because I have none of my homies there. So the only thing that's left for me to do is just focus on, I guess, school. I just wanted to make a change. Like I just wanted to see what's up, you know?
Yeah.
So I get my classes, whatever, and I have math my first period. And I said to myself, you know what? Like, I've always been the person to be like, not wanting to raise my hand because I was like, I'm kind of shy, you know? I don't want to sound stupid. Maybe everybody knows something and I'm just the only one that's fucking dumb and shit. So, anyway, I just said, fuck it, you know? If I didn't know anything, I'll be like, you know, and then I'll ask the question, like, so how does this turn into a negative if it was a positive, blah, 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 right? So anyway, learning from just raising my hand and taking down notes and all that shit, man, it worked, man. It worked. And I went from not knowing, and this was algebra at the time, you know, it went from not knowing anything to like just knowing a lot. It's not necessarily the basic math, but just what you need to know in life type of math. I never went to like geometry or calculus and shit like that because nobody uses that shit. Right. Unless you're going to be an architect, you know, of course, the geometry and shit.
Right.
But the basic math, man, I mean, algebra, whatever, I learned it. Once I learned it, I went back to Roosevelt. I told him, okay, I want to go back to my old school, you know, because I want to go back to my friends and see what's up. So I was a new student again in Roosevelt, maybe the beginning of 11th grade. So I was in HP for like maybe a year and a half. Went back to Roosevelt, and then I just started seeing familiar faces, you know, and they started seeing who I was again. I'm like, oh shit, Steve, whatever. So did my thing, but now I wasn't ditching my math class at Roosevelt because I already knew what's up. So I was just, you know, doing my thing, man. I was the first one. I was happy to do like quizzes. I was ready for the test, the quizzes, whatever. I was always the first one finishing, and you just feel proud of yourself, man. Like, I mean, at least for me, you know, I felt proud, like, hell yeah, I'm done, you know. Now everybody's looking at me like, what the hell, this will finish like in 2 fucking like minutes and shit. But because I already know my shit, then you get these people asking me like, hey, can you show me how to do this, whatever. And I was happy to do it, man. Like I was just like, cool, you know, like, because I was once there, you know, needing help and not knowing what the hell to do, probably wanting to cheat, whatever. But then I would explain to them like, okay, this is how you do it. It's pretty easy, man. You just got to understand it, whatever. And there they kind of got it. So again, I was happy to be able to teach them that, you know, like the math and all that stuff. And again, if I know something and I could share it and help someone out, I mean, I'll do it. And that's just with me right now, even with the industry I'm in, you know?
Yeah, that's dope. I'm glad you said about raising your hand, because to me, here's how I see that. I wish I would never know how smart I could have been in high school because I never applied myself to school. I was too busy DJing. I was sharing here with Sonia. By the way, much love, respect to Sonia.
Oh, yeah, cool.
I was explaining to her that I went to a nightclub when I was 11 years old.
Oh, shit.
My brother had took, he was DJing, he was being a DJ at an 18 and over nightclub in the city of Long Beach.
Okay.
When I graduated to 6th grade, he took me to this club. Like that was like my reward.
Right.
And I think to a certain extent, I use this word loosely, it kind of ruined me, because from that point on, I didn't care about school. I was going into the 7th grade. All I cared about was girls and music.
Right.
That's it. Music makes girls dance.
Right.
You get the girls to dance, they like you. So I'm 11 years old, and that's what I'm thinking. Okay.
Right.
So I never really applied myself. I just wanted to be involved around music. My first job was selling records.
Oh, nice.
And that's how pretty much how my career, if you will, started.
Right.
7 years later, I ended up meeting Dr. Dre at the swap meet. 3 years later, I ended up getting signed to Disney. And I just started meeting all the right people.
Right.
But when you said...
And you were, how old were you here?
At the time when I met Dre, I was 19 years old.
Oh, okay, so you're already up there. Okay.
Yeah. So when you said I raised up my hand, to me, that spoke to me because growing up, I was a very, very closed person. Like you said, shy. You wanted to stick to yourself. You didn't really maybe talk to a lot of people.
Right.
And one time, this one dude off the street, man, he just came up to me and started talking to me. And I'm like, who the hell is this guy?
Right.
And he just told me these words. He said, if you would just stick out your hand, you know, and he said, you will be surprised how many people would shake it.
Yeah, that's right.
And honestly, man, it really spoke to me. I got emotional when he told me that because inside I was like, I had the fuck everybody mentality.
Exactly,
you know?
right.
But, you know, being in this industry and having a good manager, I realized that, you know, you have to speak, you have to shake people. You know, you can't bring the hood into the industry and think that they're going to respect that.
Exactly.
You know, I can't speak to Michael Eisner, who's running all of Disney at that time, and tell him, "What's up, fool?"
Right.
Could you tell me, get your fool ass out the fuck out of here? So,
right.
But
no, I know what you mean, bro. Like, I mean, and that's just what it is. If you don't say or speak or anything like that, I mean, no one's gonna know who you are, how you are as a person, just whatever, you know. But no one's gonna know about you,
right?
And so you ain't gonna get anywhere,
right?
You know. So that's the whole thing with me raising my hand. I kind of had I don't give a fuck no more what people think anymore. So I'm like, fuck it, and then I'll ask the question, you know. Right. But that was just my mentality at that point, and now too. So
Steve gets out of high school. What comes next for him?
Well, after I had a high school, I repeated a year, you know, so I had to do the whole, you know, super senior thing or whatever you call them. So even that, like at that age, I was already kind of just being a little bit more mature. Like I had a car when I was a senior, and I know I was going to repeat another year. So instead of taking that car and go partying and doing all the things that we do as a kid, I took the time to like just use that to my benefit to go look for another school, because I did get kicked out from my high school. Yeah. So I was like, damn, I'm considered a dropout now. Right. And I didn't want to do that. I'm like, damn, man, like I'm the only, from my brothers, I'm the only one that's, a dropout right now. So I took advantage of like, man, looking for a school. Someone told me about a school out in Mission Road out there in A.DA también. So I went to that school and I go there and I ask them, hey, I hear that you guys are taking students right now, like to finish their credits. And they're like, oh yeah, but we got a long list. Like you'll be all the way down here. Right. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, but go ahead and keep calling and see if anybody gets out or this and that, right? But I was like all the way at those line papers? Yeah. I was all the way at the bottom. So I'm like, damn. So I'm just going to be considered a dropout for the next. I mean, I can't do it no more, Like I didn't even know what the hell to do. Adult school, I guess. Right. But I didn't want to do adult school because that was going to take a while too. Anyway, come the next 2 days, I call that school again. And I'm like, hey, I'm calling because I just want to see if there's any openings right now or if anybody dropped out. Or he's like, oh, no, not yet. So I'm like, all right, cool. I call the next 2 days. Point is I keep consistently calling them every like 2 or 3 days. There was a time where they were not answering. So I get in my car and I drive to the school. And then I go in person. I'm like, I tried calling you guys, but you didn't answer. I just want to know if you guys is there any openings now? And they're like, no, you know what? There's not. But you know what? I've noticed that you keep coming here. Not a lot of kids do that. So, what I'm going to do next time is that if the next time someone graduates here or drops out, I'll bring your name to the top and you'll be the first person to call. That's I'm like, dope. Oh, cool. So then the next week I get a phone call saying, hey, someone graduated. We got a spot that's open. Would you like to come in? I'm like, all right, cool. So whatever. I get there and I'm enrolled in the school now. I do the year. And I get straight A's, bro. Like, I don't know what the hell. Shit. I got straight A's. I graduated with a high school diploma. That's all I wanted. That was my goal. That's all I wanted. So yeah, straight A's. I even passed that one test that you gotta do. Like it's like a test that you gotta do to graduate. Aside from you getting good grades, there's like this state test or some shit that you gotta pass. Whatever. I even passed that. I don't even know how the hell I did. I know I did. Of course, I was paying attention, but there was questions right there. I'm like, damn, I don't even know. I'm just gonna mark it. But point is, I passed that. I passed the high school. I got the straight A's, and I graduated. had the ceremony. My diploma says high school diploma. So again, that's just all I wanted, you know? So I proved myself that I could do it. So with that, I use that everywhere I go again, even with the acting, even with this industry, bro. Like you just, I mean, I just got to keep pushing myself, you know?
Yeah, that was persistence.
So,
And they saw that.
Exactly. So, you know, people notice that, you know? And again, instead of using my car to go, you know, do my thing, smoke weed, kick it with homies, whatever the hell, I used it for, you know, for me to do better for myself.
So you graduate high school now.
Right.
Then you go get a job.
So yeah, after graduating high school, at the time, my parents worked for the Coca-Cola company.
Okay.
Yeah. So they got me for a merchandiser. So it wasn't a job I really wanted. I mean, it was cool to try it because I don't know what it was. I mean, until I got there, I'm like, okay, merchandisers, they do this, they stock the shelves, whatever, right?
Right.
So they would give me like 4 stores every day. I'll go to like the pavilions or Vons and whatever I have to do. So I gotta fill in the shelves, but I also gotta put in the back warehouse of the store. The truck drivers, they bring pallets of Coca-Cola and Coke. Mind you, Coca-Cola is the biggest, you know, company from like Pepsi and 7-Up, and Coca-Cola is the biggest one, right? So they have all kinds of like, you know, products, different flavors, this and that. So they bring pallets, like 10 pallets, like probably like 6 feet high, but big ones, you know. I gotta break that down after I'm done filling in the shelves. So I gotta go back in the warehouse and you know, organize everything along with 7-Up that's right there, Pepsi. Not saying I gotta do theirs, but their aisle is there, Pepsi, Budweiser, all this, right? So I gotta break it down, man. I'm just like, damn. So by the time I'm done filling in the shelves with the store and organizing the back warehouse, it was already been like 4 hours doing all that, because I'm telling you, there was a lot of pallets, right? And mind you, I still have 4 more stores, bro. So I come in at 2 a.m. I'm 4 hours already in. I just need 4 more hours to be 8 hours. You know what I mean? So I was there for like 12, 14 hours, man, every day from 2 a.m. to like 2 p.m. So that was my first job. I didn't like it. I was there for about a year. And yeah, man, I was just hating it. I was going to work with a bad attitude, like, man, fuck these people, you know, like, I don't like this shit.
I've been through there.
Yeah, man. And then the store managers too, they'll be like dicks and shit, because I'll fill up the shelves while I'm organizing the back warehouse. People are coming in, customers are coming in, they're getting sodas, right? Then I leave and they're like, hey, you didn't fill up the shelf. I'm like, I just did in the morning. Customers are coming in while I'm organizing shit. So they'll be having the little attitude with me, you know, so that will fucking get me heated. To the point where I wanted to slash their tires, man, at 2 a.m., man, like when no one's watching this shit, man.
Right.
But anyway, I did like 9 months for that. They told me I was in probation because I wanted to go in the warehouse, you know, because it was easier, it's a better pay, whatever. They gave me 6 months probation. I'm like, I come in like saying, okay, 6 months passed by. Is it cool that I could?
6 months is a fucking long time.
Oh, it is, man. But I mean, again, I still went for it, you know? So when I went to request, like if I could go to the warehouse now, they're like, oh, they require you 9 months now. I'm like, all right, cool. So I did 9 months, right? Then I go in 9 months. Am I qualified for the warehouse now? And they're like, oh, they're requiring a year and a half. I'm like, man, fuck this, man. Like, you know what? So I'm like, all right, cool. You know what? I'll go ahead and take my vacation, and then I'll come back and, you know, continue working. As soon as I took my vacation, came back, I fucking quit, dog. I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing no fucking a year and a half breaking my back for this shit. Nah, this is bullshit, you know? Like, I get it. Put in the hard work, and I think I did that shit already, but now I feel like they're just taking advantage of me.
That's what they were doing.
Because I was doing the work, and they see it. So they're like, oh, let's take advantage of it. Good. So a lot of times I don't really believe the hard work pays off anymore, because there's a lot of people that are fucking lazy, and they get the shit that you've been working hard for.
Yeah.
And they're the lazy ones. I'm like, what the fuck, man? So that was that.
I bet you the supervisor, after he saw you do your job, he went and told his boss, I got everything cleaned up already over here.
Oh, yeah. Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
He took the credit for it.
Probably, man. Like, but at that point, I didn't care no more, man. So anyway, I quit, and that's when I got into the acting.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Before we get into that, I wanted to ask you, because I'm not an actor. Sometimes I like to act dumb and act like an actor and act foolish. But I'm more of a producer, DJ, director, and now a podcaster.
Right.
When you got into acting, and this is my question before we actually take our break.
Right.
Again, it might be a silly question, but I'm asking because I'm not an actor. Were you ever into movies before that?
Oh, yeah. As a kid growing up, I would watch like action movies like Van Damme, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone. Bruce Willis. Like, I was always into action drama movies. So as a kid growing up, I was always watching those type of movies. And it's funny because as a kid, you know, when they say kids kind of pick up what they see,
yes,
and they learn. Me not knowing that I'm picking up, you know, what's going on,
right?
Like meaning like studying the film, without me not even knowing that I'm studying the film. I'm studying the film.
Yeah,
like I'm paying attention to the reactions, to the way they act, to how a scene of an argument happens, someone getting hurt happens. Like, so I understood how movies were made at the time. I knew they were just filming in front of, they were acting in front of a camera, right?
Right.
So I don't know, I guess as I got older, that's when I started realizing, like, oh shit, I kind of picked up on that as a kid, you know?
Yes.
So when I'm doing my acting, it just naturally comes to me, like, I know what to do.
That's dope.
You know, when I study the script. You know, of course you got to understand the story, but I kind of know what to do already, you know? And then when I go to these auditions, that's where I do my thing, you know? And I'm good at memorizing, so that's pretty good. As long as I have it memorized, boom, I'm able
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you have a good memory when it comes to that kind of stuff?
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I've memorized, like I want to say, like 10 pages off page, you know, off book, whatever, and just deliver them, man. I mean, I just did that not too long ago, but we'll get back into that.
We're going to go ahead and take a break. Just so I don't butcher your name, Villegas. Damn it. Okay. Once again, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, let them know that Steve Villegas is in the motherfucking building. Yeah. We'll be back 10 minutes.
Let's do it.
How you doing? It's me, Little Easy E, Eric Wright, and a lot of you know me, know I like to smile. And to thank for my beautiful smile, I want to thank Occidental. That's Occidental in Hollywood. So check this out. For all your dental needs, be sure to come to them because they'll be there to take care of you. That's Occidental in Hollywood. Check them out.
¿Qué pasa, mi gente? Head Padrino, Mellow Man Ace right here. This is my new joint, Walk Talk, featuring my boy Young Quicks, Oxnard's finest. Ya tú sabes, mi gente. Sigan representando real hip hop aquí solamente. Keep it locked. Peace.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Miss Gatties, all the way from NYC. Check out my latest EP, available now on all digital platforms. Back in Cali, baby, that's right. Check me out, Miss Gatties, at YouTube, at Instagram, at Spotify, all over. You already know it's NYC, baby.
What up, world? It's YQ, Young Quicks. Just want to let you know, I got a new single out, Down 3 Times, Down 3X, featuring Baby Bash. Everywhere music is sold and streamed today. Go cop it, add me to your playlist. Let's get it. Down, down, down.
Hugo, this is SF40s right here. I just dropped a new album called Times Change, but the Memories Never Will. It's available for $15 and some change on Amazon.com. But if you want to get it signed with a sticker too, then you can go ahead and order it directly from me for $13 and free shipping on PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, or Venmo. Or you can go old school with it and just send a money order. Either way, you'll get your CD. For any questions you may have about an order, you can contact me at fdutchover@gmail.com. Gracias to everyone out there listening to me. Nothing but respect and much love to Tony A. the Wizard on the Roadium Radio Show. Peace and happy holidays from SF40s.
Since 2006, Delta 9 THC has been supplying the Los Angeles Harbor area with premium quality cannabis products for both medical and recreational users. Delta 9 is located in Wilmington, California, next to the Port of Los Angeles, just a short drive from Long Beach and South Bay cities. Home to the Pistol Peaks brand, you can expect premium indoor cannabis flower that is locally grown, lab tested, and safe for your consumption. Our highly trained team of cultivators ensures we rotate only the best award-winning genetics in every jar, including our top-selling ET OG. Here at Delta 9, you can find your favorite industry-leading cannabis brands and a wide selection of cannabis products ranging from cannabis flower, vape pens, edibles, concentrates, topical and tinctures, and more. Come visit us in the city of Wilmington at 824 East Anaheim Street. Mention Tony A and get 3/8 of our Pistol Peaks flower for $100. That's 3 exotic eighths for $100 with tax included. You can't miss. Come to Delta 9 today. Shop legal, shop local, shop Delta 9. Visit delta9thc.com.
What's up with it, dog? It's West Coast Gilly on Roadium Radio with the legend Tony A. the Wizard on Tony Vision. You know what it is, West Coast to the fullest. Believe that.
What's up, everybody? This is Stefan Ori. You're listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Doughboy Tony. You're tuned into Roadium Radio with West Coast legend Tony A. the Wizard.
What up? It's your boy Lottie the G, straight out of Santa Ana, CA, and we're right here live in the mix with the West Coast legend Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio, Tony Vision on YouTube.
Yo, what's up, world? This is Cool 187. Above the law in the building, and you're tuned in to Roadium Radio with my man Tony A. the Wizard. Blah!
What's up, this is Darren Vegas. You're on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Real West Coast hip-hop history right here.
Yo, what up? Sleepy Malo in the house, here at the Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard, giving us our voice back. One of the realest motherfuckers I know.
What's up, homie? Show me Frankie Quinones, a.k.a. Creeper from Cholo P. And you're listening to Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. That's what's up right there.
Hey, yo, what's up, man? This is Cujo the Savage. I'm right here with Tony A. the Wizard, Roadium Radio. Everybody stay tuned, man. It's a motherfucking hit.
Yo, shout out to Roadium Radio, Tony A. the Wizard, your boy Pablo Nunez right here in the studio. Be about it, people.
¿Qué onda, muchacho? Ahí viene este miro. King with the Black Sick and el Negrito de Los Angelitos, and you're checking out that Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
¿Qué hubo, Raza? This is Wicked from the Brown Side here on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. You know.
What up, it's your homeboy Infinite TGM, chilling with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure you guys go check that out.
What's good? It's your boy Spanky Loco, and you tuning in to Roadium Radio with that motherfucking legend, Mr. Tony A. You know what time it is, West.
Hey, what up? This is Rebello the Dome.
And this is Dominator.
And we came straight from the 805 ready to slap that motherfucking meat on your grill, bitch.
Roadium Radio, Central Coast Click.
What up?
What up with it? This your boy OG Magoo, Los Angeles airbrush artist. Big chillin' on site with the homie Tony the Wizard on Roadium Radio. All gas, no brakes. Let's get it.
Man, you're now listening to LA Icon, man. Right here live with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard on Roadium Radio.
What's up? This is A.DA, the Spanish Fly, with that reintroduction right here on Roadium Radio with my boy, the Wizard, Tony A.
Yeah, what up? It's Spanish Fly MC, Big MOC, Mr. Mos MC, on the Roadium Radio Show, baby, with Tony A, the Grand Wizard. Let's go.
Johnny D from Spanish Fly on Roadium Radio. Your one and only Theo with the giant Cheeto.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Trish Toledo, and I'm over here with Tony A at Roadium Radio. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Blanca. Bobby D presents Uncle Snoop's Army. Chilling right here at Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Make sure you tune in Wednesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. on YouTube.
What up, West Coast and all hip-hop fans? This is your girl, Violet Brown, and I'm here with Tony A, the Wizard.
Yo, this is Daniel Jones, the D to the motherfucking G Media Clips. Here with your boy, Tony A, the Wizard on the Roadium Radio Show.
Check 1 2 1 2. This is Roger Live, and you are in tune to the sounds of Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio, West Coast.
And welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio episode 220. And you know what? I never really look at the comments, but I looked on the live chat and somebody said, "What? Tony now fucking promoting Motown? He don't even smoke." And you're right, I don't smoke. Okay, I don't really care to smoke, but I do sell ads. So if anybody wants to promote their business, si tienes un taller, if you got a restaurant, if you got an album coming out, a body shop, OnlyFans, whatever, we sell ads. So I don't care if it's mota, if it's music, nalgas, whatever, we sell ads. So other than that, I want to thank everybody once again for tuning in, everybody on the live chat, everybody commenting, liking, disliking, sharing, whatever. You guys are still watching. So without further ado, please allow me to introduce once again Steve Villegas.
What's up, man? Thanks for having me.
I got it right.
Yeah, Steve Villegas,
yeah. Dude, I don't know why I was slipping. So, okay, let's get back to the movies. You know what? I was sharing on Sunday how I was 19 years old and I opened up my first video store. I have always been into movies, and my father introduced me to movies when I was a kid. And the way he introduced me, and me, always being observant of what my father always did. He had a projector.
Oh, okay.
So he would always show me, and I would go with him to the library sometimes because they would allow him to check out movies.
Right.
So he would show me how to do it, and it's not like we had surround sound.
Right.
So it only had one speaker, and we would put a sheet and put it against the garage wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then at night, go out there. He'd put blankets on the driveway, make us popcorn, and then watch black and white movies. So I grew up watching black and white horror movies, black and white comedy movies. And one thing that he told me about comedy, he said, of course he was a little bit older, that you don't have to curse to be funny.
Right.
Today, you see a lot of movies where everything, motherfucker.
Yeah. Everyone's cussing, yeah.
And it sounds funny. It's humorous, but at the same time, not to point fingers or saying it's bad, but now you got little kids, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Listening to all that, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
So,
and it's hard to keep it away from them because it's everywhere. You find it on YouTube, you find it on Instagram, you find it on TikTok, everywhere. You can't hide from it no more,
Right.
And if they don't see it at your house, they're going to see it at school.
They're going to see it at school. Yeah. So you were telling me how you were into films, like you said, some of those actors, Van Damme, Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, or Sylvester Stallone, all my favorites as well.
Right.
I see a lot of things in acting that a lot of actors do that you normally wouldn't do in real life, but it looks good on camera.
On camera, right.
Like let me just give you an example. I know they cannot see me, but I saw one time where this one guy was confronting somebody. Now on the streets, when we confront somebody, it's eye to eye.
Right.
In this scene, they were looking back and forth, like eye to eye, like they were like almost like on the screen. It looked good, almost like I mean business. Right. Am I getting through you? And they were just moving their eyes back and forth, like, you know.
Oh wow, okay.
And I said, like, holy shit. I said, you know what? But it's funny because watching it, it made me believe, like, okay, this motherfucker means business.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
And then I remember another time I saw a John Gotti movie where somebody asked John Gotti, "What's your name?" And John Gotti, the actor, looked at the guy's right shoulder. Well, you know, well, at least you're right to me. Looked this way, looked to the left, and then looked at the guy's eyes. He goes, "John Gotti." And I saw that, and I was like, in real life, nobody does that.
Right.
But it looked good on screen.
Right. No, yeah, and I believe it's for that reason, to make it look good, to make the character look like a badass, you know, good. Like, you know, like he even though he's doing what he's doing, and it probably won't be like that in real life, but in film, you got the time to, you know, you to make yourself look good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even me, when I do like certain scenes, like there's little movements that I do because I know I have the time to do it. But I know in real life you won't have the time to do you know, the things you do.
Right.
For me to look like to sell the character, like, oh shit, he's a tough dude, or he's a pretty, you know, he means business. Right. I'll do something like this with my shirt or like my shoulders, you know. Right. Like we won't have time to do that shit. Like it's just gonna go down right there and then, right? But because I know we have time to make it look good, and I'll just be like, you know, I'll do that thing and I'll turn away, whatever. But normally you won't do that in real life, of course. Right. You know? But yeah,
but it comes across good on screen.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And I think that's dope. You know, one thing that Denzel does in every movie, and I notice it. I don't know if it's his little trademark or what, but he'll sit there and he'll do something with his chin, like,
right.
You know, and I'm like, he did it on Training Day. He does that like on everything, and I'm like, maybe that's just his little trademark, because it really looks like either he's really thinking, he's about to tell you something, he's about to go in on you. It's hard for you to read that.
Exactly. No, yeah, I think we all have like our own little like strategies, or just whatever it is that you use to make you look however you want to look, right?
Right.
Like me, and I catch myself doing this. My thing when we're acting, I do this like when someone's telling me something, like, oh yeah, like for instance, if I tell you, well, are you ready to do this? And you're like, yeah, I'm ready. And then I'll do this like, like kind of like, oh, all right.
Right.
You know, like we'll see what's up. Like I'll say that, like, oh, all right, cool. Without saying that, I'll just be like,
Right.
And then the scene continues. But I do that, you know, a lot and shit. You know, it's just the way we all have it.
It kind of fills in the emptiness of the scene.
Yes.
Without having to say, you know, I mean,
anything,
you don't have to say a word,
right.
but you sold the scene with just that.
Exactly.
So I get it. And I pick up on a lot of the stuff. Like that.
Yeah. No, yeah. And then when you see that they use it, it's like, oh damn, they use what came to mind, you know, like that's something that came to my mind. You know, it doesn't say that in the script, but that little extra thing that you do, if they use it, it's because they liked it, you know?
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay. Now, what do you think it was, or who was it, or what was it that encouraged you and motivated you to move into the arena of film, of acting? Like, did you have somebody, a friend already in it? Did you just watch TV one day and you said, I want to try that?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it happened. I mean, the friends came along after, but when I first thought about, like, man, you know what, I want to get into acting, but I was a quiet, shy type of person.
Yeah.
So I was like, how am I gonna do this if I'm quiet? So my parents, they know that I was quiet, I was shy, whatever. My brother wasn't, so they put him into acting class when he was a teenager.
Oh, okay.
They didn't put me because they already know, like, oh, he's a quiet kid, whatever. He's not gonna be able to do it. So whatever, they put him into acting class. He went through it, whatever. I guess he didn't follow it. Me, I had to wait till I was 18 for me to actually just go for it myself, in my terms, and my time and all that stuff. So one time I wanted to get into film. I always knew it. I just didn't know how. So one time they were filming they were filming this movie out in the street where a friend of mine invited me to her baby shower.
Yeah.
So I saw that when I got there. I'm like, oh shit, they're filming right here. Like, man, that's crazy. So from what I know, from what I knew back then, supposedly if they like your look, they'll put you on film. So that was in my head, like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna show off right here. You know, like I'm gonna take off my shirt because I was working out at the time, right?
Right.
So I took out my shirt and I left my muscle shirt on, and I'm walking by through the set, and I'm just like, oh, let's see if it's true, you know. So I get to the baby shower after passing through the set. I told my friend, hey, I'm gonna have to go like in 10 minutes because I have something to do. I just wanted to stop by and just give you this gift. But I really wanted to go back to set, to see if I could talk to anybody. So I ended up leaving. I walked by the set again and I saw John Leguizamo. You know who John Leguizamo is, right?
Of course.
So
he is Benny Blanco from the Bronx.
Yeah. So he what was I gonna say? I saw him, but then he was already taking off. So I'm like, damn man, like I'll just come back tomorrow, you know? As I'm walking away, someone calls me like, hey, come here. And I turn around like, what the hell? Like, oh shit, it's really happening what I had in mind and shit. So like, hey, I saw you were standing. Were you waiting to talk to John Leguizamo? I'm like, yeah, but he took off. He's like, okay, well, look, I'll tell you what. Come by tomorrow around this time, whatever, or maybe a little earlier. When you come, I'll go ahead and introduce you to him, and then you can ask him whatever questions you want to ask him. I'm like, all right, cool. So at the time, I was working for Coca-Cola still.
Right.
So I go to work 2 a.m., 2 p.m. I come out. I go straight to the set again. Now I'm asking for this guy, like, oh yeah, Mitchell told me to come by. Like so I was talking to the security guard, and he's like, okay, cool, we'll get him right now. So he sees me, and then he's like, oh, okay, right now he's filming. John Lewis almost filming, but once he's done, I'll bring you over and you can ask him. I'm like, all right, cool. So anyway, he was done. He was walking to his trailer. The guy calls me like, okay, hey John, this guy is Steve. His name's Steve. He wants to ask you a question. So my question was just like, how do you get into acting, right? Or what were your steps to get into acting? As we're walking to his trailer, he's like, just get into acting class. He opens his trailer and walks in and closes the door. I'm like, damn, that's it? Like, I was expecting like, oh yeah, come in. Like, I'll talk to you and this and that. But nah, it didn't happen that, you know? So I was just like, damn, that's it? Fuck, all right, cool. So anyway, I stuck around. I made friends with the security guards. Because if you're friends with security, then you're able to come back.
Right.
So that was who I was trying to make friends with, which I did. I made friends with the security guards. Once the day was over, the night was over, I asked the producer if it was okay for me to continue coming around while they're filming, just to pick up on how you guys work, and that type of stuff doesn't happen right now.
Experience.
Yeah, because right now that won't happen.
Right.
It won't happen. I mean, you probably have to know somebody for you to get that. But I was just a stranger on the street. They hit me up. I mean, they called me over, and I just, I offered if I could just, come around. And he's like, yeah, no, that's fine. Come through. So they gave me the call sheet every day for the next 2 months. So from there, I met Rosie Perez, that plays his wife. Tyrese Gibson, I met him. Who else? There's other names there were big names. I just don't remember the names. But anyway, I was there for 2 months. We were filming all over Boyle Heights, by Roosevelt.
And you were just pretty much just following them?
Yeah, I was just there. I would come every day after work from 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'll be there till they're done filming. Sometimes I'll be so from 2 p.m. their time, they're filming, all the way to like maybe 12 a.m. I'll be there. Me having to still go to work at 2 a.m.
Right.
And I just wouldn't go home. I'll be awake the whole time. Like, I don't know how I made it, but I was awake the whole time. So yeah, going to work, I was getting tired after. I'm like, damn, I should have went home to sleep, whatever.
Right.
But anyway, point is that I was there for the next 2 months. I saw how the way they were doing it. I saw actors messing up on their lines. Like, I saw Tyrese doing his thing, and he was messing up on his lines, whatever. But that's where I was like, hey man, I thought they were like they are professionals, but when you watch movies, you think like, oh damn, they're on their shit. Like, they know what's up, But you don't see behind the scenes, so they have to do it like maybe 10 times a scene. So when I saw that and experienced that, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like, even they mess up too. So that kind of gave me more confidence. Like, okay, cool. You don't have to be perfect then.
Right.
So then, anyway, every day I would see Tyrese. Back then there was no camera phones, so it was just those throwaway ones.
Yeah.
So I bought one just to see if I could take a picture with them. But I was again shy to even ask to take a picture, and I regret it to this day because I have no memories of that whatsoever. Just what I have in my head,
Right.
So with that being said, again, I was there for 2 months. Once the last day was over, they invited me to the rap party. And I just started, meeting people, and then that's where I found out what SAG vouchers were, like the SAG, the Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah.
How to get into it. So I started doing background. So that's kind of like the information they gave me, like do background and get your vouchers, whatever. Work 3 union jobs. You're able to join the union after that, and then you're able to go to like auditions and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then that's where I met somebody. A friend of mine knew an actor, and he got me into like a casting service where it's just background.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to start from somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So doing background, I was doing that for a couple of years. So from like 20 to like 23, I was doing background, but I was climbing up, Personal shit happened in my life. I stopped at 23. I took a break for, I was going to say a year, but it turned into 2, 3, 4 years after that. So then I was like 27. I'm like, damn, I didn't even go back, So at that time I was working the 9 to 5. I was working for Caltrans. I was working for a battery company. I was working for an auto auction. What else? Whatever. So anyway, coming back, I think I got laid off from Caltrans. That's where I decided to get back into acting. So I was working for Caltrans for like 9 months. I kind of had a plan in my head to like save up from that job, which was a good paying job. So I saved up 9 months because I already had it in my head like, okay, once the 9 months are up, I'm going to focus on acting. And I'm going to use that money I saved up to just keep going, Right. And not have a 9 to 5 and focus on acting. So I did that. And I got booked for this one feature extra role with some actor, right, that I didn't know at the time until I got on set. So when I got on set, I see a bald-headed guy. I didn't know who he was. I'm just like, okay, that's probably the actor that I'm going to be acting with, I go sign my papers, fill out the paperwork, and I hear a familiar voice that I've heard on film. I'm like, nah, that can't be him. Like, there's no way. Like, that's crazy. So then as I'm walking out, I bump into Noel G.
Oh, okay.
So he's the one that plays Hector in every movie, supposedly, right? And for the ones that don't know who Noel G is, he's like, hey, man, do I know you? I'm like, no. I know who you are. And he's like, oh, okay, I thought we worked with each other. I'm like, no. I just know who you are from Fast and Furious. He's like, oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. And then I asked him, I guess you're playing my homie for like the next month, right? And he's like, yeah, that's cool. That's what's up. So we had a whole month of kicking it together, on set, doing our scenes. I never had lines. I was just his right-hand man for the movie. He was on with the lines and everything. So again, I had a whole month with him. Once that film ended, he came up to me. He's like, hey, man, Steve, I really like you, man. You're cool people, man. Like, I got to know you, and, you're a real chill, humble type of guy. Like, that's cool. That's what's up. I want to invite you to my church. Like, if you want to come through, bring whoever you want, come through my church, and we'll chop it up from there. And I'll show you, around the church. I'll introduce you to people, this and that. And I also want to get you an agent. Like, I have a friend, like an old agent that I used to work with. I'll introduce you to her and see what's up. I'm like, all right, cool. So I took it like whatever. I didn't want to make him feel like, oh man, I'm using him for an agent, because that's not. I liked him too. He was real cool. Like, he's a real cool guy, and I don't want nobody to ever think that I'm using them for anything, right?
Right.
So I ended up going to the church, and he introduced me to his people at church, and from there we became real close, man. Like, and I think that was back in 2014, 15 maybe, and we just became real close. He's like my brother. So anyway. Probably from that point on, maybe 6 more months went by, and he popped out with like, hey, I'm gonna go visit my old agent. Would you like to come? He's like, that way I can introduce you to her.
Yeah.
And you can go from there. And again, I never asked him. Ever since he told me when we were on set, I never asked him after that. I was just like, whenever he wants, whatever, I'm still here. I'm still cool with him. I'll still kick it with him. And I won't ask him about, wait, what's up with the agent? I won't ask him anything like that. It came out of him to bring me. So I went. He introduced me to an agent, one of his old agents that he used to work with. I submitted a headshot, just one headshot. And she sent me an audition that night. I read it. I think I did it the next 3 days after memorizing it. And I booked that audition. It was for a movie called High and Mighty. It's for Warner Brothers, I think.
Yeah.
So I booked my first audition. And when I got that phone call that I booked, I'm like, oh shit, this is pretty easy. Like, I didn't think acting was like this easy. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, I guess I'm gonna keep doing acting and shit.
Right.
So Noel pretty much got me on game. Like, he put me under his wing,
Quick question. Okay, the John Leguizamo movie. Which one movie was that? In case we want to watch it.
Yeah, that movie's called The Take.
The Take.
The Take, yeah.
Okay.
So,
and then the one you did with so The Take was filmed all through East LA.
Yeah, that was filmed all through East LA.
Okay.
It's called The Take. It's John Leguizamo, Tyrese Gibson, and Rosie Perez.
Okay.
Those are the main.
And the one you did when Noel G. Which movie was that?
When I met him, that movie is called Smartass.
Smartass,
yeah.
Okay.
So that's where I met him on that.
Okay, so then this next one, High and Mighty, you said
that one I booked it.
Yeah.
Doing the audition. After he introduced me to the agent, I did my thing. That's the one I booked, and that was called High and Mighty. That one I had a small part, but just still achieving that role was like, man, you know, I could do this anything. I mean, I could do anything then, you know.
Right. You know what? You know what's so dope, man, is that well, before I get to what I did 2 songs in 1991 for 2 movies. Encino Man with Brandon Fraser and Pauly Shore, and then that movie South Central.
Okay.
And then I went to all premieres, you know. One of them was in Miami, Florida for Pauly Shore and Brandon Fraser. Got to hang out with them, met them, great guys.
Right.
We performed out there for them and everything. And then out here at the Magic Johnson Theater in 1991 or early 1992, they premiered the movie South Central, and I met Muhammad Ali there.
Oh, nice.
Okay, he was there. And to see my name on the credits.
Oh, right.
You know, Tony A, Tony Alvarez, you know. And it was just such a great feeling, and in hearing my songs on the radio. So I could just imagine how it is to see your name on the credits.
Right.
You know, like you could say, fuck, that's me.
It's an accomplishment, yeah.
Yes, an accomplishment. Now, would you say in this industry, because I kind of see it almost like the music industry, it's like you can be really, really fucking dope, a dope rapper, dope singer, but ultimately it comes down to who do you know.
Exactly.
Do you think acting is the same way? Is it who you know?
Yes, it is, and it's not.
Okay.
Like I've all the roles that I've gotten to this day has been through auditions.
Okay.
It wasn't from someone I knew. Even though I knew they were in the industry and I know they could have helped me out, they didn't. And that's where I kind of, and it's Raza is what I'm trying to say, is where I'm trying to get at right now. I've known people in the industry after getting my first role from the one I got from Noel, the one that he introduced me to the agent. I still needed a long way to go, right? And I knew people in the industry, you know, meeting them, and I'm like, oh, cool, they're cool people, they're nice, whatever. But they won't give you that extra hand. Noel has been the only one that I could say that has put his heart out there for me, you know, that has helped me out, that he just referred me to other people. Like he puts his hands on fire for me, like when it comes to like the acting and all that stuff, right? So I could say he's the only one that has probably helped me out in that, like in the beginning stages. After that, I started getting roles just by auditioning, you know, and then auditioning for other roles. I've got picked up on shows, whatever, and then I just continue coming back because they already know that I could pull it off. But those shows, I've got them through auditions. I didn't really get them from knowing anybody. But I've seen it happen with other people that they, it's probably a homie, whatever, and they'll go through the audition process just so that there won't be other actors being like, he got it because he knew this person.
Right.
But I know, and again, the thing with me is that I'm very quiet and observant, right? And I'll play stupid. Like, I'll play dumb, I'll play stupid, like I don't know what the hell's going on, but I know exactly what the fuck is going on, right?
Right.
So I will see certain people at, you know, audition rooms, and I'll be like, oh, that fool knows this fool. He's probably going to get the role.
Right.
So sure enough, the audition takes place, whatever. Everyone's going through the audition. When I catch the show, when it comes out, when it airs, I see the person that I thought that was going to get the role already, because I know he knows this person in it, gets the role. So that's where it kind of confirms, like, yeah, you do got to know somebody sometimes.
Okay. Now, you said, you know, Noel's the only one that's really reached out his hand and helped you. Mm-hmm. Has there been other people that you've known that could have helped but just didn't really care to?
Yeah. No, there is. In the beginning stages, yeah, there is. I'm not gonna say no names, but it is what it is, man. It didn't stop me. Right. I just know who the real ones are, and that's kind of where I start paying attention to a lot of people in the industry that are in the circle that we're in, and they talk about like, yeah, man, we gotta help out the Raza, and we gotta come up together, this and that, whatever. I mean, I don't really see it. I mean, I do sometimes, but then the majority I don't. What I see now is that it's the whole social media thing, man. Like, if you're popping, then you're cool with them, or they're cool with you. If you're not popping, you're not popular, whatever, they won't see the good heart side of you and the person you are. They won't see it. They probably know you're a good person, whatever, but they won't mess with you because it's now social. It's a game of social media now.
Yeah.
If your thing's popping, then okay, we're gonna get you on, and we're gonna call you a homie. But it's not even whatever, like they're just. It is what it is, man. That's why I'm to myself a lot. I'm to myself, and I do respect and appreciate the ones that got me on board on shows. For instance, on my block and SWAT and Deputy and all these shows that I've been on, right? Because I've gone on these shows through the auditions. They didn't bring me on because they knew me. They saw my talent. I didn't have a large following at the time, but they saw my talent. And then they're like, oh, okay, cool, let's bring him on. I respect that more than bringing someone because of their numbers on social media and bringing them on because of that. I respect more like the talent than your numbers,
Right. Sometimes numbers can fool you. For an example, I've known dope rappers that didn't have a large following.
Right.
Like, for an example, I knew they were fucking hot.
Right.
And maybe had 5K followers.
Right.
I still booked them.
Right.
No problems. This guy comes and sits down next to me and tells me, man, I had like 50K and my page got deleted. If I would have judged them just by that 5K, he would have never sat right here.
Exactly.
But I didn't do that. A lot of people don't know, and some people do know. This is my 5th page, bro. Every time I've hit 14, 15K, my fucking pages have gotten deleted.
Wow.
So I've had to literally start my following
all over again
from scratch, bro. So, but I know exactly how it is, and all I've done here was created the platform so that our people can have a voice.
Right.
But now that I've been back in the game since 2017 when I started filming, we edited a whole year, a 3-hour documentary of 2018 and 2019. That's when I pretty much stepped back into the scene. I started podcasting. I've seen a lot of good Raza come through here. And then I've also seen the ugliness of our people, meaning the hate that we have, that we hate on each other.
I know. It's dumb.
You know when they say crabs in a bucket?
Right.
That's the way I describe it, man.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty much.
It's fucking, like, it's really, really sad that I can see you winning. And in my heart, it's like, that's fucking dope.
Right. No, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
That's dope.
Right.
Or I can have a rotten heart and say, este cabrón ya se cree mucho, este puto.
Right. Yeah. Or you could play it off that you're cool with me, but behind your back, you're just like, oh my God, this fool's doing it. Like, like you're mad,
Right.
There's those type of people. They won't show it and they'll play cool when they're in front of you. And they'll be like, hey, congrats, whatever. But you kind of, at least me, I could see it. I see it with, I just see it, bro. Like, it is what it is. So.
One thing I've noticed that as I got older, my circle got smaller.
Yeah.
My circle got smaller. But, okay, so now we're going to go to break in a few minutes. We got a couple of more minutes. But now, before we get into it on my blog, because I want to talk a little bit about that. I want to talk about SWAT.
Okay.
When you started seeing that you were getting booked and you were making these auditions, let me say it this way. When you finally got to see yourself on the screen, on the big screen, even though it might have been just something small,
right?
There's a sense of an accomplishment there. Like,
you know what?
Definitely. Like, I did it. I did it. And it's not so much to like, now look at everybody, jocking me. It's not even about that. It's like, this is something that you want to do.
Right, exactly.
Do you have people today now that ask you, hey man, I want to get into acting. How do I do it?
Right.
What type of, like, let's just say there's somebody out there right now watching and they're saying, hey, Tone, ask Steve, how can I get in, into it? Now, you can give him the John Leguizamo answer.
Right.
Or you can give him, Steve.
How I feel.
Yeah.
So pretty much me, again, I was always a quiet, shy person. Probably didn't believe in myself until I said to myself or gained this confidence to be like, man, fuck what people think.
Yes.
You know, forget what people think. If they, for instance, me, a lot of times they call me they call me flaco, right? Like, oh, you're thin, whatever. That's fine. You could call me thin, you call me skinny, whatever. They don't know what I know with my body. Like if I go to the gym, whatever, I know how I look.
Yeah.
You know? Someone could see me and be like, oh, this was skinny, whatever. I'm like, okay, that's cool, that's what's up. I mean, as long as you're happy with yourself,
right,
and you gain this confidence, you could achieve a lot of goals, man. Like, I mean, I don't know how to describe it, but all you just got to do is believe in yourself. Mm-hmm. Don't give up. And if you want to get in this industry, you got to be ready for rejection.
Yeah.
If you could handle rejection, then it's for you. But if you can't, and you're going to cry about it, if you maybe miss one audition or you feel that they don't like you, then it probably ain't for you. You'll become depressed. But if you got that mentality, that strong mentality, is like, man, who cares? On to the next. You know, somebody else is going to like me. Like, for instance, me. On My Block was a big, show. I didn't know it was going to become that big. But at that time, I'm like, all right, these casting directors, they don't know me. I read the script. I'm not going to be shy. I'm going to see them. They're going to read their lines off to me.
Right.
And I'm going to do my thing. And I'm going to look at them in the eye as believable as possible to make this scene look legit.
Right, legit, yeah.
Yeah, so then I do my thing, and I look at them, and it could even be like calling someone a bitch, and it say there's a female reading to you, and you're going to be like, oh, I don't want to call this girl a bitch, but this is your job. Like,
right.
Man, say that shit, man.
Call her a
bitch. Like, and make that shit look real,
Right.
At the end, you could be like, oh, thanks for having me, whatever. But at the moment, you got to get in that character, man, and just not give a fuck what they think. Like, they want you to be believable. That's the job, But if you're gonna go kind of timid and I don't know, like I'm gonna feel kind of shy or embarrassed, then you just gotta be ready. But you also don't want to just jump into this industry not being prepared.
Yeah.
So you always want to be prepared,
No, that's good. That's good. Like, I would have no problem calling somebody a fucking bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, but I think it's good because you can be like, hey, you bitch.
Yeah, you can't. They'll be okay, on to the next.
Pinche verga puta.
Yeah, exactly.
You got the job.
Right.
All right. Check it out, everybody. We're going to go ahead and take a break. So once again, call somebody, page somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, let them know that Steve Villegas is in the motherfucking building. Hey. We'll be back 10 minutes. Go warm up that top ramen, that old burrito you got in your freezer. Get yourself a Modelo because I might start drinking. We out of here.
Hey, how you doing? It's me, Little Easy E, Eric Wright, and a lot of you know me, know I like to smile. And to thank for my beautiful smile, I want to thank Occidental. That's Occidental Hollywood. So check this out. For all your dental needs, be sure to come to them because they'll be there to take care of you. That's Occidental in Hollywood. Check them out.
Since 2006, Delta 9 THC has been supplying the Los Angeles Harbor area with premium quality cannabis products for both medical and recreational users. Delta 9 is located in Wilmington, California, next to the Port of Los Angeles, just a short drive from Long Beach and South Bay cities. Home to the Pistol Peaks brand, you can expect premium indoor cannabis flower that is locally grown, lab tested, and safe for your consumption. Our highly trained team of cultivators ensures we rotate only the best award-winning genetics in every jar, including our top-selling ET-OG. Here at Delta 9, you can find your favorite industry-leading cannabis brands and a wide selection of cannabis products ranging from cannabis flower, vape pens, edibles, concentrates, topical and tinctures, and more. Come visit us in the city of Wilmington at 824 East Anaheim Street. Mention Tony A and get 3/8 of our Pistol Peaks flower for $100. That's 3 exotic eighths for $100 with tax included. You can't miss. Come to Delta 9 today. Shop legal, shop local, shop Delta 9. Visit delta9thc.com.
¿Qué pasa, mi gente? Head Padrino, Mellow Man Ace right here. This is my new joint, Walk Talk, featuring my boy Young Quicks, Oxnard's finest. Ya tú sabes, mi gente. Sigan representando real hip hop aquí solamente. Keep it locked. Peace.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Miss Gatties, all the way from NYC. Check out my latest EP, available now on all digital platforms. Back in Cali, baby, that's right. Check me out, Miss Gatties, at YouTube, at Instagram, at Spotify, all over. You already know it's NYC, baby.
What up, world? It's YQ, Young Quicks. Just want to let you know I got a new single out, Down 3 Times, Down 3X, featuring Baby Bash. Everywhere music is sold and streamed today. Go cop it, add me to your playlist. Let's get it. Down, down, down.
Yo, this SF40s right here. I just dropped a new album called Times Change, but the memories never will. It's available for $15 and some change on Amazon.com. But if you want to get it signed with a sticker too, then you could go ahead and order it directly from me for $13 and free shipping on PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, or Venmo. Or you can go old school with it and just send a money order. Either way, you'll get your CD. For any questions you may have about an order, you can contact me at fdutchover@gmail.com. Gracias to everyone out there listening to me. Nothing but respect and much love to Tony A. the Wizard on the Roadium Radio Show. Peace and happy holidays from SF40s.
Hey, what it do? It's your boy Cap G. Subscribe to Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. the Wizard. Yes, sir.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is King T chilling on Roadium Radio. Tune in, subscribe every Sunday and Wednesday. Fucking with my man Tony A. the Wizard.
West up, this Lazy Dub, and you're tuned in to Roadium Radio right here with Tony A. the Wizard on every Sunday and Wednesday, 7 p.m. Make sure you like and subscribe that.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm right here, Loco Negro, Tony A, Roadium Radio. Tune in.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy MTO right here with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure you like and subscribe and tune in every Sunday and Wednesday.
What's up, everybody? It's your homegirl Lovely, and I'm right here at Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you subscribe and check them out every Sunday and Wednesday.
It's Nina Barretta with Roadium Radio and Tony A. the Wizard. Tune in Sundays and Wednesdays. Like and subscribe.
What's up, everybody? This is a Puppet Master chilling with El Triste. Follow and subscribe to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rashidi Harper, director, executive producer from Hip Hop Uncovered, and I'm here at the Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Stay tuned.
Coming at you live through the harbor area, you got MC Pancho, the #1 Sancho, and you're checking out Roadium Radio with my man Tony A. the Wizard. Check it out.
What's up? This is Ronan Gray. You're watching Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure to tune in every Wednesday and Sunday.
What up? This is Mr. D over at Roadium Radio with my homeboy Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you subscribe and tune in every Sunday and Wednesday.
What's up, y'all? This Uncle Spliff, man, from Spliff D TV. Y'all need to tune in every Sunday and Wednesday to Roadium Radio with my homie Tony A. the Wizard.
Yo, you're tapping in with the Steel City Hustlers.
This is Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. the Wizard.
The motherfucking legend. Make sure you fucking like, subscribe, share, do all that shit. Man, it's cracking.
Yo, it's your boy Troublesome Man, TM Gang live in full effect here at Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. You know what it is, boy.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ Ernie G and the place to be. I'm chilling here at Roadium Radio with my homeboy Tony A. the motherfucking Wizard. Vatos Locos forever.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Young Hype here at Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure y'all subscribe and tune in every Sunday and Wednesday.
Doge. Yo, what's up? It's Anthony Campos, a.k.a. Big Citric, inviting everybody to tune in and subscribe to Tony Vision, Roadium Radio with your host, Tony A. the Wizard.
What's happening? It's your boy Bobby Castro, and I'm here at Roadium Radio with the homie Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out the shit.
What's good, y'all? Eric Bobo from the mighty Cypress Hill, chilling right here on Roadium Radio with the homeboy Tony A. the Wizard. That's right.
Hey everybody, this is Cliff Ritchie, and I'm here on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
What's cracking? It's your homie Crazy Boy, Blue Rain Music. You tune in to Roadium Radio with the homie Tony A. the Wizard. Tune in every Wednesday and Sunday right here.
What's up, everybody? This is Dali C, the Trap Queen, and you guys are listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you guys tune in.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ Bobby B, and you're live with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
1212 coming to you live from the Harbor area. DJ Ralph M rocking beats with my man Tony A. Rocking the SP1200. Let's go.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ Yeller coming straight out of Compton, Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. Check him out.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Miss Gatti from NYC. Andamos aquí with Tony A. the Wizard at Roadium Radio. You already know how to bring the NYC love. Hey, shout out to all of you guys.
Hey, what's cracking? It's that Guilty One. You're tuned in to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard, live every Sunday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Like and subscribe.
What's going on? It's Hazard. You are tuned in with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure you tune in every Sunday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Like and subscribe on YouTube.
Yo, this is your boy Invincible, and you are watching the Roadium Radio Show with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you're tuned in and watching. Ooh-ah.
What's up, guys? This is Isabella Soul, and you're tuning in with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
What's up, guys? It's your girl J-Rox. I'm here on Roadium Radio with your host, Tony A. the Wizard. I'll make sure to tune in on Sundays and Wednesdays, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Yo, what's up? This is Jose Homicide. You hanging out at Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. the Wizard. Like and subscribe.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio episode 220. Once again, you guys saw the ads. If you guys want to promote your album, your body shop, your, I don't know, you guys selling bullies, we're selling ads. You guys got an OnlyFans page, whatever, we're selling ads. So let us know. We put up our numbers right there to how many views we actually get. Those are actually views for the year. So, but we average like a lot of freaking views, at least, I don't know, 250,000 every month, if not more. So I encourage you, get an ad, hit me up on roadiumradio@gmail.com or on my DM on Roadium Radio on Instagram. So I had to say something, but I'll say it at the very end when I give my shout outs. Other than that, we're back now with Steve Villegas.
What's up?
How you doing, my brother?
Doing good, man.
You know what? I'm gonna pour me and you a shot. We got to take a shot.
Let's do it.
You know, especially since Christmas is coming up.
Right.
You know, let me ask you: did you finish your Christmas shopping already?
Haven't even started, man.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, I haven't
Serious?
even started.
Well,
I guess nothing but gift cards now.
Let me put it right there. I sip on mine, bro, so I'm not gonna down it.
Okay.
Because if not, me pongo bien tartamudo. So now let me ask you this: were you raised in a traditional Mexican home where you couldn't really speak English at home?
No. I mean, it was just whatever. I didn't really grow up like that. Like, I mean, my first language was Spanish.
Yeah.
As a kid, but going to school and all that, all you hear is English. So I kind of just, I didn't lose the Spanish. I could still speak it, but it's probably not as fluent as it was when I was a kid.
Same here, but in my home, we weren't allowed to speak English.
Oh,
you
wow.
know.
Yeah, no.
El inglés se habla allá afuera. Like, and I was like, all right, cool, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Oh, well.
Yeah.
I'm thankful now because you know what? It's funny because growing up, well, let me say salud.
Salud.
To long and prosperous life, bro.
Cool.
Now, kind of grabs you by the boo boo.
Yeah.
So, now, that little shocking shot made me forget what the fuck I was going to ask you. But I guess that's when the fun begins. But now, well, let's go back to your acting.
All right.
Okay. So you picked up acting, bro. You went through all the. I'm just trying to kind of give a quick recap for those the people that have just tuned in. John Leguizamo. You did a lot of what you said background.
Yeah,
art?
I started out doing background.
Okay, background, and then you got your first with Noel, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that's the first feature background. Yeah, that's where I met Noel. And then from there, he introduced me to an old agent that he was working with a while back in his time. And that's who I'm with now.
Okay.
And she submits me to all these auditions.
Okay. And you know, now let me ask you this. Is there a role that you would not play?
That I would not play?
Yeah. Is there something like, say your agent called you up, and I'm just going to be honest with you, okay?
Right.
Everybody knows that Tony A has no filter. I'm not trying to be rude, but let's just say they tell you, hey, we got a role for you, but it's with Robert De Niro. And you're like, oh, hell yeah. Yeah, you're this homosexual guy, and it's a kissing scene with Robert De Niro at the end of the movie.
So, no, bro. Oh, shit. No, I won't. That's just one role I won't play. I just...
Okay, I just had to ask.
Yeah, no, it's just it won't play. But it's a good little, tricky little question for a lot of people because it is Robert De Niro. But nah, man, I mean it's a dangerous situation when it comes to that because it is Robert De Niro. The world is gonna see it, and you just don't want to portray something that you're not.
Right.
I mean, unless you were like Robert De Niro already in his level,
right,
and you're able to do a role like that. Then he could get away with it. But for someone barely starting, like I don't think it would be like a good idea for anybody. But me personally, I would not do it.
Okay. I heard this years ago, and I forgot what other, I don't know if it was actor or actress that I had here. Somebody from Hollywood told me this. And man, when the way he broke it down, I started thinking like, wow, it is true. He said, in Hollywood, the only way that you can make it to the next level, at some point or another, you have to play a homosexual role.
Damn.
This is what he told me. This was maybe, I want to say maybe like 2010 when he told me that. And he was working, he still does work, big movies.
Okay.
Then he started naming big actors that have once kissed another male or played a homosexual role like Will Smith. He talked about Jim Carrey. He talked about, what's that other guy's name? God, he talked about Martin Lawrence, put her on a dress, you know, for those movies. But Al Pacino. Al Pacino had a movie called Cruising where he played an undercover cop, but he had to become a homosexual to catch the homosexual killer in San Francisco.
Oh, okay. So,
You know?
right.
So, but
that's cool because he's just kind of going undercover.
Right.
And I think that's just what happened in regular life. Like if you're a cop and if you got to go that route, you're going to have to go that route to get the job done. But for you to, or at least for me, like if it's going to be a role that I got to play that throughout the whole scene and kiss another dude, like it's just
not your thing.
That's not my thing. You
right.
know? Yeah.
Okay. And I hope that people can understand that. You know, it has nothing to do with people that live that lifestyle.
No, of course not.
If that's what you do, I respect that.
Right.
But you're asking someone to play a certain role that's just not you.
Right.
You know. But obviously, you didn't see the movie Cruising. There's scenes where Al Pacino's butt naked on top of another butt naked dude. So I'm just, hey, if you guys want to ruin the image of Scarface, go watch Cruising with Al Pacino.
That's crazy, man.
Now, okay, let's switch gears now.
All right.
Really quickly. George Lopez, very successful Mexican in Hollywood. Okay. One thing that I've heard from people that have sat across from me that are either in the acting business, comedy business, many of them off camera have told me negative things about George Lopez. I've never heard anything negative. Look, I'll be honest with you. I love George Lopez stand-up.
Right.
I really, really do. The only one that I couldn't get into was his last one. I guess he was talking about Donald Trump, break down the wall, whatever.
Okay.
I get his point.
Right.
You know, but it was more of a political, I guess, stand-up than it was comical.
Right.
Cool, whatever. But a lot of people have had negative things. You've been in the industry. On your neck of the woods, have you heard anything negative about George Lopez or about? Does that ring a bell? What I'm saying?
It kind of does. It does kind of ring a bell, but I never really paid any attention to it.
Right.
But as far as my experience with him, I've met him like twice at the Chicano premiere.
Yeah.
The movie, and he was always cool with me, cool and humble. But then again, I'm in the premiere. I'm part of the whole circle.
Right.
I don't know if he's like that or if he has a certain way of being with people outside of that. I don't know, but I've heard certain things like that about him. He wasn't like that with me.
Right.
So I mean, to me, I like him. I'm a fan of his work, his comedy and all that stuff.
Right.
And when I met him, he was humble to me. I mean, and I feel like, I don't know. I mean, certain people, I guess, I don't know. You really don't know what people are going through in their life, you know? So you might have been having a bad day, or I don't know if whatever it was,
Right. I mean, like, for an example, John Leguizamo.
Right.
He just said, take acting classes.
Right.
Maybe that was kind of a fucked up answer.
Right.
Maybe he should have at least took a little bit of time. And I'm just I'm not an actor, so you know what? If you're hard, if you're persistent, and you want it, go for it. Man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that would have been nice.
Oh yeah, no.
But we could only imagine how many experiences he's had of people. How do I get into it?
Right.
How do I get into it?
Right.
I get it. I get it. So it could. But the only time that I ever heard negative stuff about George Lopez was from some of my people that I interviewed here off camera. They never said nothing so bad, but they're like, "Oh yeah, I heard this, I heard that," and it was always hearsay.
Right.
So I just wanted to know if
Yeah. No, I mean, I've heard it too. I don't know what the situation is, but with me, he was cool with me. We took pictures and all that. I mean, it was good. I
know for a fact he doesn't like Eric Estrada.
Yeah, from my understanding, I mean, he even says it in his comedies. I mean, from his old school comedy shows.
Right.
I guess it has some kind of like, I don't know, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if he probably asked him for an autograph and he told him no, and he just clowns about it, on the comedy. But other than that, I mean, if if he went through that experience with him,
right,
I would assume he wouldn't be like that with any other fan, you know?
Right.
Because maybe that next fan could be the next comedy person, you know, or the next comedian, whatever.
Great point.
Right?
And I'm glad you brought that up, because let me say this to people out there that are in the business, and that maybe sometimes, you know, I put up a post the other day that you could be the shit,
right,
but still be humble.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Most definitely.
And I think a lot of people, se les va la cabeza.
Right.
You know, they start thinking, you know what, I'm up here, I'm on another level. You know, you're still at first base, I'm at third base type of deal, okay? My thing is this, just like Eric Estrada probably did not know that he was going to be meeting the next big, great, you know, comical legend that George Lopez is.
Right.
So my message is to you, a lot of you actors, rappers, singers, whatever, be careful how you treat people, because you never know.
Exactly.
Who you're talking to.
Exactly. And that's kind of what's in my head right now. Like not that I've been treated a certain way, but I could see that certain people don't want me around because either I'm like a competition to them, or they just don't want to have me around like their side of the table, you know? So it's all good. That didn't stop me from going the back door and then doing my auditions and continue working hard and meeting people that I could really genuinely say that they're humble, they like my work, they like the talent, and because of that, I proved it to them, I showed them, and now I'm in their radar compared to like, you know, other people that might not want me around because again, I'm probably a competition to them, and they just don't want to have me around. But then in my face, they'll probably be like, "Hey, what's up, man? How's everything? You're good."
And the sad thing is, we see it.
Yeah, of course, I see it. I see it all, man. Like, I mean, that's my main thing. That's what I do, and that's the reason why I'm quiet, because I like to observe how people are, even with other people. You know, like I mean, I see it all, and through social media, you can see it all too. It's just it's there, you know.
You know, there's a lot of quotes on social media that are floating around that I could. One was, they do not invite you because they know you will take all or steal all the attention. Yeah. And some people were like, no, you know, I don't want to invite that guy because the spotlight will be on him.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, if you're worried about that, then you know what, you're probably in the wrong business.
Yeah.
Because there's enough shine, there's enough light, there's enough money to go around for everybody.
For everybody. And that's the way I see it too, because even though I've gotten to where I've gotten to right now with these big shows on Netflix, on HBO, on CBS, on Fox, like that didn't change me as a person at all. I'm still the same person that when I came in. I'm just still the same person. If anybody needs advice, I mean, I'll be cool enough to give them any advice that I know to my knowledge, but I'll never like push anybody away. Even if you ask me for a picture and I'm with, say for instance, friends or family, whatever, I'm not the type to be like, oh, hey, excuse me, I'm with my family. Not right now. I mean, it just takes 1 second to take a damn picture.
Right.
So I'll take a picture, you know? So whoever's out there, if you guys see me on the street or whatever it is, don't hesitate to hit me up and be like, hey, could I get a picture? Or, hey, aren't you from so-and-so show, whatever? Like, it's all good. I don't mind at all. And I came into this industry understanding that I know this is what it comes with. You know, the fan base, you know, the love, the support, because without them, without the fans, without everybody showing love and support, you know, you're nobody. Like, meaning you're not known in this show, you know? So that's why I respect the fans. I respect the love and all that stuff, because that's just what it's about, you know?
Right.
And the same thing with all these top-notch celebrities, you know, that they're already up there. A lot of them will probably push you away, you know, and it is what it is. But for instance, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, you know, I've seen certain posts on him, like where he's driving around and he stops by the damn fucking the tour bus, you know, and like, hey, what's up? You guys know where The Rock is at? And then they all go crazy because they know who he is, you know, like just stuff like that is very like humble, you know. It's a beautiful thing. You make everybody's day. They might be going through some kind of divorce, or they just lost custody with their children, whatever it is. But what he does there probably made their day.
That's dope.
You know?
Yeah.
So I see a lot of stuff that he does, and he's like one of the top paid actors right now, you know? And for him being humble like that, I mean, he pays attention to his fans, and I mean, he's just, I see stuff like that, bro, and I want to be that type of person myself, you know.
Now, really quick before we get into, because I do want to talk about on my block and SWAT.
Right.
Do you have a bucket list, if any? Like, man, I want to work with these guys. If you had maybe a bucket list of 5 actors, who would you want to work with? I always give the same question, but on the other side is when I'm interviewing a rapper,
right?
What rappers would you want to work with? So now I'm asking you as far as actors. If you could say, I work with this guy, I want to work with this guy, what's a bucket list?
A bucket list? Well, damn. Only because I know my ability and how I could probably come back at them. So I'm on this show SWAT, right?
Okay.
And I'm already I act with one of the SWAT members.
Okay.
But I haven't really done anything huge with the main one, which is Shamar Moore. I'm pretty sure you know who Shamar Moore is, but the way I see him acting is like, oh man, I could go toe to toe with him, meaning like the acting, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like I could keep up with him.
Okay.
I haven't had that opportunity yet. I mean, I did this last episode, but it was just small. But I would like a little confrontation there, maybe, or an argument or whatever. That would be one. Denzel Washington would be another, for sure. Dwayne Johnson. I mean, he's pretty much one of my inspirations. Took the motivations, all that stuff. Al Pacino and Robert De Niro.
You know who I would love to, if I just one guy, if I ever had maybe 2, but if I was an actor, I would, and I'm sure you would too once I mention his name, I would love to somehow do a movie, but more of a Western with Clint Eastwood.
Oh yeah.
That's my
Clint
favorite
Eastwood,
actor, bro. Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Him, and then my other guy would be Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I've auditioned for both of their films. I didn't get it, but I mean, hey, just being in the audition room is like cool, whatever. But with Clint Eastwood, I auditioned for The Mule.
Oh no shit!
For one of the, I don't know if you've seen the movie, but it was one.
I love the fucking movie.
Yeah, okay. And then for Sylvester Stallone, it's actually a new movie that I think he's doing. It's called I forgot the name of that movie.
Well, no, he just did another Expendables.
Yeah, but it's another one where I think he's like, he has powers or something like that. But he looks homeless, but I think he's got powers. I forgot how. It's been already like a whole year. I think I don't know. I can't think of it. But anyway, I auditioned for that. I didn't hear nothing back from it, so obviously I didn't get it. But just having those auditions, you just have a chance. Like just having a chance or the opportunity is like, damn, all right, I grew up watching them, so I hope I get this one,
Right.
It didn't happen, so whatever. I guess I'm gonna have to find another way,
Yeah. The closest that I've ever gotten to Clint Eastwood was I went to Carmel, where he was once mayor.
Oh, okay.
I went there. The closest that I ever gotten to Sylvester Stallone, I went to the Rocky Steps in Philadelphia. I've been going to the Rocky Steps in Philadelphia since 1990.
Oh, damn.
So that's why I have my own little Rocky statue right here.
Yeah, I see it.
So,
that's pretty cool.
But yeah, I've been going to the Rocky Steps since 1990, and one day I'm hoping I'm going to bump into his ass.
Yeah.
And we get a chance to talk. But one thing about Philly, honestly, I love Philly. And you know why I love Philly? Because of Rocky.
Okay.
Nice. So
I didn't meet his brother, but I did see his brother at a boxing match. Like a friend of mine. Well, yeah, they're friends of mine, but they're called the Martinez brothers. So they have boxing matches here and there, and little events out there at the Quiet Canyon over there in Montebello sometimes. That's the one I went to. But yeah, they're called the Martinez brothers, and I think his Sylvester Stallone's brother was there watching the fights. So he went to the restroom, and I went to the restroom, and I saw him. I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. I mean, I didn't say anything to him, but it's just being in the same place at the same time at the exact moment is like, damn, man, that's crazy. Like I grew up watching his brother, Like,
no, it's true, and a lot of people don't know that his brother played a couple of cameo roles in Rocky. Especially in Rocky 1, where they're in the bonfire and they're all warming up their hands and they're singing "Do do do do, take me back." His brother was one of them.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, so he had cameos.
He also came out in "Staying Alive" with John Travolta.
Yeah,
he was the band player of his girlfriend. I mean, I'm going way back, and I wasn't even born then.
Yeah, no, you're. I just watched Saturday Night Fever, but part 2 was "Staying Alive." Yeah, but now let's talk a little bit about, because you said you were filming, and I found this very interesting. it's the On My Block and then SWAT. Almost you were going back and forth.
Yeah.
So when you tried out for each one of them, which one came first?
On My Block came first, yeah. On My
So
Block.
your agent calls you and said, I got you.
Yeah, she submitted me for this show. It was a Netflix show. It wasn't what it is now. On My Block wasn't known. It was just a new upcoming show. So she sent me the audition. I read it. I went in. I did the audition. I booked it. And again, I love that show so much because of what it did. It didn't have no stars attached to it. Because, you know, a lot of shows, they either want to get like a star attached to it.
Let's get Brad Pitt in here.
Yeah, to make it like, to promote it bigger and, oh, look who's in here, whatever. But we all started. We were all like starting off. Even the main cast was barely starting off, you know?
Yeah.
And it became what it became. And that's how you know that it was a good show. It was funny. The jokes on it are hilarious. The scenes are hilarious. But being where it's at now, I'm just so happy and proud of the fact that I'm part of that show. But there was a in between where I was working for SWAT too.
Okay, tell us about that. So you're filming On My Block. This is what I'm trying to have the audience understand. You're filming On My Block, and then your agent calls you and tells you, hey, I got this other one?
Right. So she calls me and saying that, and, you know, I got a show for SWAT, and that's the one that I auditioned for too, and I booked it. So I wasn't able to go back to On My Block because I was filming, and I guess the dates conflicted. I'm assuming. So, I mean, the way it worked, the way it is now, I'm glad it worked out because I was able to do both, regardless. Even if I wasn't on it throughout, I mean, I wasn't on My Block throughout the whole beginning seasons.
Right.
But I was I mean, a lot of people probably don't know this, but I'm the opening to the show On My Block. I mean, the moment you press play on season 1, episode 1, I'm the first person you see coming out the lowrider. And then I have my scene with one of the main actors, you know, there. And then that's where my character started building up. So season 1 happened. I did my thing on that episode. I wasn't on it until season 2. I did a little cameo where I just come out just smoking a cigarette and then I throw it, whatever. Then I come back to season 3. That's where they got me on episode 7 and 8. That's kind of where people started recognizing, okay, this is Sad Eyes from, oh, damn, he's from the very first episode. Like, that's crazy. And then season 4 is where they brought me back into like 5 more episodes, and they pretty much, you know, got me out there who I am, Sad Eyes. And it was a dope season, you know. I became very good friends with the writer, which is A.DA. He's and then everybody just on there, you know, Eddie, Eric, Lauren, Jeremy, even the main cast, Diego, Julio. I mean, I became very close. Yeah, sure. Yeah, fuck it. So, but yeah, in between that, I was also on SWAT. So I've been consistent with On My Block and then with SWAT as well.
Right.
And then, yeah, that's just pretty much how I got those. And with SWAT, it's funny how I got SWAT, man, because with SWAT, I already had the lines memorized on, you know, in my head, right? And I know there was going to be a lot of actors coming in, probably looking hard, because it is a scene where you got to be kind of hard.
Right.
But with me, I didn't want to overdo it. I didn't want to be on the face, you know, I didn't want to do any of that. I just wanted, you know, get my point across, but with me talking, you know. But anyway, I also, there was something in the script that I felt that was missing, you know, according to the way the scene was going. So what I did is I got a piece of paper and I tore it and I rolled it up into like a little joint, right? Because I felt like I needed that when I was talking to a cop, like I'm like the way I'm talking to you, right? And I'm looking at you and like you're talking to me, I'm probably like ignoring you. I'm like whatever, hitting it, whatever, the fucking cigarette. So I did that. You know, it wasn't on the script, but I added
improvised.
the cigarette. Yeah. So I rolled it up, you know, I'm doing my scene and she's reading her lines. And the last lines for me was, my family's been on this block since 1969. We roll deep. You know, we belong here. You don't. And I take a hit and I throw it to the casting director's face and I walk away. And then I turn back around. I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I felt like that was a character, you know. She's like, oh, no. That was beautiful. Like, thank you for coming in. Is this your first time? This and that. I'm like, no, I mean, I've been here before. But she's like, wow, that was amazing. Like, thank you for coming in. So anyway, I wanted to feel comfortable walking out that building, you know, being confident that I at least felt comfortable delivering my lines.
That you brought something to the table other than just,
Because I know a lot of actors are not going to come in doing that. Like I was probably the only one who added the damn cigarette, because you don't do that to a casting director. You just don't. It's like, what the hell? Like, you're getting too comfortable here.
But you thought outside the box.
I thought outside the box, man. And guess what I get the next day is missed phone calls from my agent, emails. She's like emailing me like crazy. And I opened up my email. I see it. I'm like, oh, shit. I guess they want me. So whatever. I called her. And she's like, hey, Steve, I don't know what you did, but they want you for SWAT, the character for Marco. So they're going to keep in touch with you. They're going to call you from here on, and you go from there. And good job. I'm like, oh, thank you, whatever. So I go back to my email, and I read the email that they sent my agent. And they're like, we love what Steve did on the audition room. We want him for the role of Marcos. And boom, there it was. So in my head, I'm like, hell yeah, that's what's up, man. Like, sometimes you just got to fucking just do whatever it is that you feel, man. Like, you know, like, don't overact, but don't underact either. You just got to know, man. I mean, you can't teach this, you know. It's kind of like, it's kind of like it's got to come out from you, you know?
Okay, let me answer this, because I was talking to Sonia on Sunday, and I asked her, does everyone take acting classes? And she said, I do. But then she said about you.
Oh, right.
He didn't.
Right, yeah. I didn't take any acting classes, man. And again, I don't know if it's because I fit into these characters,
right?
And I kind of use what I use growing up,
right?
You know, like ditching and seeing my homies get jumped and fighting and arguing and whatever it is, you know. So I kind of use and then added to it cops when they pull me over, like, you know, just stuff like that, you know, like you kind of know how you're supposed to act, and you just implement that into the audition room, and then you even implement that more when you're on set and make it look more believable.
Right.
So to me, and then when I told you earlier, when I grew up watching movies, that was my school, that was my class, watching them act, watching their face expressions, their reactions, all that stuff. That was my class, because I know what's behind the camera. There's like 50 people watching you.
Right.
You know, and then what they're doing in front of the camera, like, oh, damn, they're making it look real, knowing that there's like 50 people behind, you know, the camera and the monitors watching every move that you make. So with that being said, I kind of just got that in my head. I'm like, okay, cool. You just got to make it look real. Yeah. Like even what I'm doing right here with you.
Right.
They could be filming us and this could be part of a movie.
Right.
You know, and I'm doing what I'm doing right now. This is all acting, like whatever it is, right? You got to make it look real. Even the hand movements, you know?
Right.
So that's kind of like what I picked up on. And I use that when I go on to film. Same thing, even playing with the cop. I just did a film. Actually, this is with my production team. It's called 4 Ways Entertainment. We did a film called In Broad Daylight that we won 3 awards. I won Best Drama Actor, Best Drama Film, and the Audience Award.
As a matter of fact, I think you were in New York to receive those awards.
Yes, I was in New York for that. So what I'm saying with that is that I was playing a cop. So going through life and going through the experiences I went through, even with giving attitude with cops, I kind of studied the cop movement and the way they react without not even knowing I was going to probably use it in the film.
Yeah.
But I studied the way their body language and all that shit, you know? And I used it with the film. And I mean, the proof is there. I won the award. I won the best film drama award, whatever, and the audience award. So that's like, you get the love from the audience. You get you win the best drama film and best drama actor, I guess, you know. So now I know I'm doing something right, you know.
That's dope.
And even with that, I still keep it humble with everybody, man. You know, because without them, like, it's, you know, without the fans, it's like, you know,
you ain't shit.
Yeah. You know,
honestly, if it wasn't for the fans watching, like, we'd just be wasting time talking about each other.
Exactly. So that's why I show so much love, you know, back.
That's dope, man.
You know?
Okay, now let me ask you this. How far do you want to go with this? Like, where do you see yourself, Steve, 10 years from now? Let me give you some examples. Do you see yourself directing? Do you see yourself producing? Do you see yourself writing? Do you see yourself a bigger actor? Do you see yourself more behind the scenes or on the scenes, or both?
I want to say both, because I already started producing. So in Broad Daylight, I was producing as well. Directing, it's come to mind as well. I also produced and kind of directed a music video that I did for MC Magic. So it's Lost in Love.
Yeah.
So that's something that's been in my head since I was a kid. Since I first heard this song, you know which one I'm talking about, right?
Yes,
Lost in Love. I want to get lost in love with you, whatever. Since a kid, I was already imagining the music video, and I was in elementary at this time. So me already having that mindset at that age, I was already directing the film how it was gonna look like if I see it in the music video. It never happened. The music video never came out, and I was like, damn, I guess he never made one. So again, this was when I was in elementary.
Yes.
So now I'm fucking the age that I am right now, right? So I took the time to direct it, write it, and I sent it to my boy David so he could write it in a professional, platform. I mean, structure in the writing way. So we ended up doing that music video. And I hit up my boy Noel, and I told him, "Hey, dog, like, is there any way you could get in contact with MC Magic? Because I got something that he might want to see, and he might love, or he might like it." And so he did. He introduced me to MC Magic. He gave me a phone call, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, Steve? Yeah, Noel told me a lot about you, man. That you got something going on with the music." I'm like, "Yeah, So this song, Lost in Love, I noticed you never really made a music video for it, like a storyline. I wanted to go back to like old school, because nowadays music videos are not made with storylines, So I told him,
and I'm glad you're saying that, because you're absolutely right.
Right, exactly. So I pay attention to all that. Again, because I'm quiet, I see it all, right? Like I see things. So anyway, I wrote a little storyline. I made the video. I acted in it. Since I know the lyrics to the song, it was me and the female, and then I'm saying the lyrics while I'm looking at the female, like it's that one of those things where it's like, I want to get, all that shit, right? So anyway, I did it. I sent him the video. He calls me back, MC Magic calls me back, and he's like, "Steve, I love the music video, bro. Like, this is amazing. Like, you're doing exactly what the song is, like, really portraying, right?" And I'm like, "Hey, man, thanks, man. I appreciate that, man. Like, look, you do what you want with it. I just did it for the love of the art, music, the love of the music. And again, you do what you want with it. If you want to post it with it, I'm not asking for anything. I just want to show you that I appreciate your music and the lyrics to the song." And he's like, "Man, I'm putting this out tonight, And I'm like, "Oh shit, that's what's up." So you look up Lost in Love, whatever music video, you'll find me right there and doing my thing, right? So again, that was my way of showing that I could probably direct también,
dope.
And produce and whatever the hell. But you got stories in your mind, and why not do it? And my team, which is the Four Ways, they're always there. They're always there having my back, and we just made it happen, bro. Like,
you know what? I directed my first 3-hour documentary. We call it DOCUMIXERY because it is based on 1980s mixtapes that Dr. Dre produced, mixed along with me.
Right.
Okay. So I did a whole 3-hour documentary. I'll send you the link for you to check out the 1-hour film festival version.
Oh, okay, cool.
I am currently directing a Chicano rap documentary. So for everybody that's still asking, yes, I'm still, let me give it a quick update, because I get a bunch of levas that hit me up and like, "Hey, Tony, where the fuck is my document?" Cálmate, puto. First of all, let me say this. If you didn't donate, don't ask. These are for people that donated. So let me go ahead and reach out to everybody who donated. First of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for believing in the Roadium Radio team. If you want to get an update on the Chicano Rap documentary, email me at roadiumradio@gmail.com. Please give me a screenshot proof that you donated, and I will clearly give you an update, okay? I'm very transparent. I don't have nothing to hide, so please do that for me, and I'll let you know where we're at. If you didn't donate, just don't even bother, bro, because many of you guys have been sent to my page by somebody because they don't have the balls enough to approach me. So there it is there. So now, but you know what my goal is after I do this Chicano Rap documentary? I'm going to start writing. Dude, I love horror movies, so I want to direct a horror movie.
Oh, is that right?
Hell yeah, bro. I love vampire shit.
Yeah.
So it's got to be a vampire. I had a guy that at work that he couldn't say vampire. Vampire.
Vampire.
So I want to do a vampire movie, but I don't want to give away too much because you got a lot of biting ass motherfuckers that will take your ideas.
Oh, of course.
So if you got a good idea, keep it to yourself.
Exactly.
You know, because once we start talking, I'm gonna do this. Some dude is already.
Oh yeah, they're taking notes. Huh? That's what I'm saying. You gotta keep it. And this thing with the lost in love thing too. Like I had a plan to do it, but I didn't want to put it out there for someone else to take it and be like, oh, let me do it first. You know.
Yes.
So I just kept quiet. The only one I shared it with was my compadre and the team, and we just made it happen. We did our thing, and it's out there now. You know.
Let me ask you just a few more questions. In the rap game, in the Chicano rap game, there's a lot of hate between Chicano rappers, which I've tried to bring peace with people, Chicano rappers that were beefing.
Right.
And I've sat them down here and they've squashed the beef.
Oh, nice.
Which was beautiful.
Right,
okay?
right. No, yeah.
In the acting industry, is there a lot of hate between Raza and Raza?
There could be.
Okay.
But as far as now, I mean, I don't.
You haven't experienced that?
I haven't really experienced it.
Okay,
I mean,
good.
but you do experience the. I mean, at least for me, I do experience the fakeness, where they'll be cool, but they really don't fuck with you, you know. So, and for whatever reason, again, what I told you before, maybe it's a competition thing, you know.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But with me, I've always been like humble and cool with everybody, man. I never gave anybody a reason to even hate on me or anything like that. I mean, I'm cool with everybody. I'll give advice to anybody who's an actor or whatever it is. I'm just cool with everybody. Now, if they hate on me, on the other hand, I can't help it, but I do notice it, you know, and it sucks because I'm over here thinking like, okay, Raza's supposed to stick together.
Yes.
We're supposed to come up together. And if we throw ideas out there, whatever, and they're not really for it, then that's where you kind of find out that they're not really fucking with you, you know, or you follow them or you follow their shit and you show them love in person, but then they just really, I mean, you could tell, man. You can't learn this. You just got to observe it on your own.
Yeah.
You know, and just keep quiet and just keep the ball rolling with whatever it is that you're doing. Like with me, I'm not the type to even be on social media as much. Like you'll see photos on there that I kind of force myself to just post because it's a way of me marketing myself, and I get it. That's the new way of life now.
You have to, yes.
But if it was up to me, man, like if there was a vote to be like, hey, you know, the world, do you guys want social media or not? I'd vote no. Hell no, I don't want that shit. I don't need it. I don't need that shit because I feel like talent is is not being noticed because of social media. Because you see somebody with a high following of 1 million or 2 million or whatever, or even a 400,000, they're not into the acting game or the rapping game, but because their numbers are high, then they're like, oh, let's bring them on board onto this project, you know, because if they promote it, we get more numbers. So that takes away the people that have been working hard for their talent. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it is what it is.
I found out that a lot of these guys, keep in mind, from 2002 to 2017, I didn't come back into the game. When I found out that you can buy followers and buy views, you know, on social media, I seen a guy that almost has 100,000 followers. I went to go see him perform, and he couldn't get 50 people to show up to a show.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, I guess
you ain't fooling nobody. If you can get people to come out, then, you know.
Right.
You know, then the social media thing is real.
Right.
I came up in a generation where we didn't have social media, and I still made a name for myself. Thank God for that, man. So, you know what? This is one quote that says, thank God that I had a childhood before social media took over. You know, so.
Exactly. No, I'm thankful for that too, man.
But there was one more thing that I was going to ask you, bro. As far as, oh, shit. Oh, okay. Here it is. I'm trying to, like, compare some of the questions that I ask rappers, because many times I ask rappers, let's go back to the first time you recorded yourself and you played it back and you heard yourself. Okay?
Right.
Say you rap your 16-bar verse, they play it back, you hear it for the first time. Did you like what you heard? If I asked that question 200 times, I would probably say that 180 people would say they didn't like it. Like, I didn't like it.
Right.
So now let me ask you this. The first time you saw yourself on the big screen, did you like it? Did you say to yourself, I look goofy as fuck, or I look fine as hell?
No, I didn't say any of that. What I was more focused on is if I made the scene believable. Okay. That was my main focus.
Okay.
If I look real, if I make the scene believable, because I am in these big, platforms, and they're going around the world, And Netflix is worldwide.
Yes.
CBS is also worldwide.
Yes.
Fox is worldwide. HBO is worldwide.
YouTube.
YouTube is, and then, certain scenes are even posted on YouTube. So, with me, I just focus on it being believable, and if I could make it believable, then I'm comfortable, you know? And if I get the feedback from the writers or the casting directors, then they just made my day, And I've gotten feedback from the writers of SWAT, from the directors of SWAT, same thing with On My Block. I've gotten feedback from them, and it makes my day. I prefer making them happy,
right?
Because they're the ones that bring you onto the show and be like, hey, you know what? He's able to pull it off. He's got talent. Let's bring him back. So I appreciate them because they're not going based on following,
right?
Of social media. They're going based on talent.
Mm-hmm.
So when I look at myself, I'm just like, I'm more focused on like if it's believable.
Yeah.
And when I get the feedback from them, then it's confirmed that it's believable. And not only just them, like even from the fans, when they come up to me like, hey, I liked you on My Blog. Like you made it look believable. Like,
right. I believed you.
Yeah. Like I believed you. Like you look really mad. Like, I'm like, yeah, I know, but it's acting, But see, I get into that zone myself,
That's dope.
Yeah. So pretty much just me, when I watch myself on social media, I'm sorry, on TV or on film or Netflix, whatever, I pay attention to if it's believable.
Right.
Because that's more important than to looking good or whatever the fuck, Like, you don't got to look good, Because a lot of people play roles where, of course, they're not going to look good. They're going to be all, like, probably beat up or...
Or they're ugly as fuck.
Yeah, or that, whatever the fuck. But if you make the scene believable, I mean, you sold it, If somebody tells me, like, man, I fucking hated you on this fucking episode,
good.
Then that means you did your job and shit. You want people to fucking hate you, because that means like, fuck, you were believable to the point where they fucking hate you and it's just a fucking show, So with that being said, it's just, that's what I see when I see myself on the show.
That's
or
dope.
on a TV, whatever.
That's dope. It's crazy because like, okay, like me, when I produce a song, and let's just say I did it 20 years ago, okay? By the way, we just celebrated, my album came out 30 years ago, not too long ago. So if you haven't checked out the High interview, check it out. We celebrated, I produced the album I was telling you for Disney 30 years ago. Okay?
Right.
I go back and I listen to that record that I produced it.
Right.
And I listen to stuff and I'm like, fuck, I wish I could have done that differently. Now, nobody else notices it.
It's just you.
Yeah, I'm talking about production. Now, you're an actor. Do you ever look at certain scenes and say...
Yes. I have caught myself where I'm like, damn, I should have done this face expression or I should have done this or whatever. But at the same time, I cannot be too sure because we do so many takes and I might have done that at face expression. But when it's in their hands, they're going to choose whatever they feel is real.
Right.
So... if I did a scene a certain way and then I did it a different way because at that moment I felt like, oh shit, I should have done it this way, and I do it that way, at the end of the day, they're going to choose what they feel is real, you know?
Yes.
So, I mean, I might have done it because I'm like, oh shit, I caught myself at the moment, like, oh shit, I should have done this. Then I do it. But again, it's at the end of the day, they got so many takes of you and they're going to choose whatever it is that they feel that looks right.
Right.
You know, and looks real. So this last episode of SWAT, I mean, I loved it. You know, I did love the film. I mean, the show because, I mean, exactly what I wanted to do, I did it.
You did it, and that's what you love. You know, when that's a beautiful fucking thing, bro.
Yeah.
Because there's times where I produce a track and I'm like, that motherfucker came out exactly the kick, the snare.
At the right time.
Like that motherfucker's kicking right there.
Right.
So I get it. I'm just trying to translate it into acting.
Right.
Now, I'm a teenager. I'm starting to learn how to shave, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I look in the mirror and many times I'm like rapping Go See the Doctor by Kool Moe Dee or, you know, some shit like that. And I'm looking in the mirror, just rap. I'm not a rapper.
Right.
How do actors practice? Do you guys ever look in the mirror?
You know what? Like, Yeah, you have to look in the mirror.
Okay.
Because you gotta see what the camera's gonna be seeing.
Okay.
You know, so you I'm not gonna lie, I have looked at myself in the mirror, but doing my scenes, so that way I know how I'm gonna look, and I know I get my face expressions on point, and maybe that's what probably helped me perfect it.
Right.
Because if I see something that doesn't look real, I'm like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I doing that shit? Let me try another way.
Right.
You know? So then, yeah. But once I have that shit in my head, then yeah, I'll do it. But this is after you have the film. Like already, like for instance, SWAT.
Right.
I don't have to audition no more.
Okay.
Because I already went through that process.
By the way, you want this beer, bro? No.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm already fucked up with that shit. Trying to keep up and shit.
All good. Keep going.
Like when I first auditioned with SWAT.
Right.
The very first episode, yeah, I was looking at myself in the mirror. Okay. But after that, you don't have to audition no more because they already know that you could pull it off.
Okay.
Now is just making sure you deliver the lines right. And yeah, you know what? I'm fuck that. I do look at myself in the mirror just to make sure that I'm doing it right. But not so much as if I'm barely trying to get the role because I already have the role.
Right. It's just more practice.
Yeah,
sharpening
just more,
up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So with that being said, yeah, I do practice sometimes in the mirror because I have to, you know, and then sometimes I record the other characters' lines, so that way I could come back with my lines in the mirror.
Right. Okay.
You get it?
Okay.
So I'll record it with my phone, the other characters' lines.
That's where I was going next.
Yeah.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
Okay. As a DJ, when I was younger, I pressed record. Okay. And let's just say I'm like, right. Then I'll press stop, press play. Let me erase that. I could do it better. Right. Okay, stop. Okay, that's the shit.
Right.
No, so now I'm gonna translate that to acting.
Right.
Do you guys ever record yourself and like boom, boom, boom? Okay, let me stop and play that picture. No, that shit was whack.
Yeah. No, I do that shit with auditions for sure, dog. Like, because ever since COVID, you have to record your own auditions. You don't go in person and do it no more. I mean, now you probably do.
Yeah.
I mean, now you know that they're kind of letting everybody come out now. But 2020, you had to fucking do your own fucking auditions in your own room, in your own spot, whatever. Which is cool because if you fuck up, then you could just redo it again.
Right.
You know? And if you look like stupid, then you could just redo it again, you know? So, yeah, that's exactly what I do. You know, if I do it and it looks kind of wrong, or if I feel like I should have done a different type of look on that line, then yeah, I'll be like, no, we got to do it again, you know? And then we'll do it and do it and do it and do it until you feel comfortable. You know, until you feel like you're believable, then you send it into your agent so that they could send it to the casting director.
Have you ever had your agent send you back something? He goes, "Nah, do it better."
No, everything has been just what I feel because I kind of judge myself before I send it. You know, so I mean, I guess I have a good way of judging myself.
That's dope.
That's
dope. Okay. We're coming to the close of our interview. We got a few minutes left, but I want to ask you, what can people expect 2022 since 2021 is pretty much over?
Right.
What can people expect from you, brother?
Well, there is a continuation of On My Block.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that they bring me back only because the new version of On My Block is going to be called Free Ridge. According to what I know right now, you know, it's going to be called Free Ridge. Now, on My Block, the neighborhood of the Santos is Free Ridge. So if they're renaming, if they're naming this next new cast, the show Free Ridge, I mean, I'm hoping they bring me back. You know,
right.
Since they also left me as a main Santo on My Block.
Right.
So that's kind of like pending right now. With SWAT as well, it's also pending. They always bring me back. My character is not dead. This last episode of season 5, episode 8, they left me as still coming around because I live in the neighborhood of where one of the SWAT members lives in.
Right.
So there's always going to be some kind of confrontation.
Right.
Or if not confrontation, some kind of help that I could provide. Or if I need some help, you know, it's provided to me from one of the SWAT members. So I'm still part of the SWAT, and that's just to come. Other than that, I'm doing my own thing with my team, 4 Ways production. That's me and my boy Alex and David and John and Oliver, whatever. We have our own production, so we're consistently building new, projects and stuff like that. So we do have a feature for in Broad Daylight, the one that won the film, the film festival. We do have a feature, and we're planning on probably shooting that. And we're also in the works of shooting something with, you know who Burner is?
Yes.
Burner?
Yes.
So we're planning on shooting something with Burner out there in San Francisco, in the Bay Area, called, I think it's called Splash City.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's something that Burner wants to, I think he wrote it or kind of brought it to the table. And so we're right now in the process of writing it. And then we're going to film it out there in the Bay Area. This is all coming out in 2022.
Dope.
And then aside from that, I mean, just whatever God has planned for me, man.
That's
2022,
awesome. I wanted to ask you a question because I know a couple of people have asked me, are you down, obviously you're not going to do it for free, but are you down to do cameos in videos that have storylines?
Yeah, of course. If because I've come to a position where I feel like, maybe I should be compensated for my talent, for my time. You know what I mean?
Especially your time.
Yeah, exactly. So they've seen what I've been on. I'm not gonna put out some whatever shit. You've seen my shows. You've seen SWAT. You've seen on my blog. You could go through my social media. You could watch it there, whatever. But I'm most likely down to work with anybody who's down to like respect my talent as well,
Absolutely.
Because I get it. Nowadays, a lot of people want to do shit for free. But at the same time, it's
hey, homie, you're Raza.
Yeah, exactly. But if you're making money, like, why not make money together?
Right.
So again, I'm down. I mean, if the storyline is dope and it's cool and it flows right, then I'm more than likely to be done with it.
That'll work. Work. You know what? One thing before I let you give your shout outs, you took a picture in New York with my boy Go Toes.
Oh, Go Toes, that's my boy right there. Yeah.
Go Toes, much love, much respect to that guy.
Yeah.
He's genuine dude, man. He's always texting me. He's always sending me his music. I mean, ever since I met that guy, we've hit it off, bro. It's been a beautiful thing, man.
Right. No, he's a good dude.
Yeah, he's real fucking good dude. So, you got a couple of questions, Alex? Go ahead.
Yeah, somebody was asking a question about Kilroy.
Yeah, go ahead. You want to talk about Kilroy?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, they just wanted to know what's going on with that.
Oh, to be honest, I don't have I don't know what's going on with Kilroy. I know they gave me a role, but as a son of Kilroy.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's a continuation for it, to be honest. But anyway, filming the film, it was pretty cool, they just kept calling me for a bigger like role for it because I think the first scene that I did was me being in jail when my dad comes in. Kilroy comes in. No, I'm sorry. I come in and he's coming out of jail. So it's kind of like a cycle. Like, shit, my son is coming in jail where I came, and now I'm coming out. Now I got to worry about my son being in jail. And I'm being out in the open.
You know what's funny, bro? I've seen that, and then I didn't know that was you. I was watching you.
Yeah. No, I have my hair slicked back and everything. Right now, I cut my hair bald. Well, I mean, it's long now, but for SWAT and on my block, for on my block, I shaved it bald. So, but yeah, normally I have my hair slicked back.
Right. That's dope, man. Anything else, or we're good? No, that was it. Okay. As a matter of fact, I showed you a poster over here.
Right.
That let me give a big shout out to Joe Castro.
Yeah.
He had the members of all Kilroy.
Right.
Autograph it, and your autograph was on it.
Yeah. No, yeah, man. That was dope, man. That was dope. He's a good guy, man.
Yes.
I love
so, you know what? Let's go ahead and give us a couple of shout outs, man. We come to the end, and anybody you want to shout out, anybody you want to give props to, anybody you want to disrespect, go for it right now.
Nah, not disrespect. I mean, I love everybody, man. But shout out to my team, 4 Ways. I love them. They're pretty much. I believe in everything that they do. I've always, put my hands on fire for them, and they put in the work, and we're building something together. Yeah. Also, shout out to Noel G. That's my boy right there. I love that dude. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at today. because if it wasn't for the agent he introduced me to, I probably wouldn't have been able to get the opportunity to audition for these, shows,
Yes.
So shout out to him too. I love you, Doug. And yeah, man, just for all the fans, I love you guys. Without you guys, I wouldn't be where I'm at. Thank you. And I'm always gonna show love to you guys no matter what. And if you guys ever see me out in the street, don't be afraid to say hi, even though I know I have a face that looks like don't bother me. It doesn't matter, just come and say hi. Yeah, it's all good. I would never ever say no to a picture. You guys go ahead and just show love, and I show love back. And I love you guys, and thank you for watching.
Let me give a couple of shout outs. First of all, to my team, Alex Cervantes Enterprise. There's not a hoop that he can't fix, because he could do it in the mix. Then I'm going to give a shout out to my boy Anthony the Hip Hop Jedi. This guy just behind the scenes is incredible, and without these guys, I couldn't be doing what I'm doing. A lot of people think, it's a Tony A show. It's not. It's these guys that make it all run. Alex, Anthony, my boy Brian BSkanless. These guys. If it wasn't, these guys are my offensive line. Now I'm like the Emmitt Smith, and I just run through holes. You know what I'm saying? If you understand football, you understand that analogy. But other than that, I want to give a shout out to Antonio Pelayo, that's where I met you at La Bulla. Isaac Pelayo.
Antonio, yeah.
I also want to give a shout out to P-Funk.
P-Funk, yeah.
Yeah, you got to keep the P in it, baby.
Both are my boys.
Yeah, and also I want to give a shout out to all the actresses and actors that has come through here. For an example, I want to give a shout out to Sonia Balcazar, Ashley Alvarez. I want to give a special shout out to my boy Concrete. Today's his birthday.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Concrete. That's my boy too, man.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Concrete.
Yeah.
Yes. My boy Big Citric. I love that dude, man. Noel G. Man. Once again, Joe Castro. Alex, is there anybody that I'm missing? Because I feel like I'm missing somebody that's acted here, bro. And I really do not want to do that, but Cuete Yesca, he's an actor.
Cuete Yesca, yeah, that's my boy too. Cuete Yesca, man. It's been a minute I haven't seen him too.
Yeah, man. And there's a couple of other people. If I forgot you, please, email me at roadiumradio@gmail.com and tell me to fuck off. I get it. If I forgot, but I'm a little under the influence of Espolón. but it's all good.
Right.
It's all good.
There's one more person I want to throw a shout out to.
Go for it.
So it's you, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you having me, and thank you for everything, man. I had a good time with it, man. Appreciate
that. My brother. And I want to thank you. I always say this for last. It's been an honor and a pleasure to have been able to sit with you.
Likewise, man.
And I'm gonna be directing a video, and I'm gonna call you up, and we can work things out.
Let's do it.
Tú me dices if it works.
Pues.
So here's what we're gonna do. Since I'm not gonna be here Sunday, because we're gonna be selling Christmas weekend, I got to give you at least half of that. At least half. We got to take a Christmas toast, and then just half.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Because I know you still got to drive.
Yeah.
And believe me, I got the cops paid off. They're not going to pull you over here. So we're good. This one, you want to sip on it or you want to take it to the head?
No, fuck it. Let's take it.
Okay, to the head. Hey, you know what? Merry Cheese Man. Here we go. Wait.
Fuck. Damn, water.
Okay, it's okay. We'll get you a water bottle. But you know what? I'm going to give a shout out to everybody on the live chat. Everybody who liked, comment, subscribed. And once again, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You guys stay blessed. It's a time to spend with the family, the children, and cherish every moment with your family, especially during the pandemic, because you know what, a lot of people, a lot of lives were lost due to COVID and other reasons. But just cherish the moment with your family.
That's right.
Hey, look, if you got a brother or a sister or a cousin or a neighbor that disrespected you, forgive them and move on.
Right.
You know what? It's a lot of weight carrying a lot of unforgiveness, a lot of bitterness. You don't want to become miserable, okay? Because the longer you hold on to that, the more miserable you become. So, you know what? God bless you guys. Have a blessed Christmas And we'll see you guys here next Wednesday with another special guest. And we're out of here.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Yes, Steve Villegas in the motherfucking building.
Let's do it.
Thank you, carnal.
Gracias.
We're out of here.
Hey, how you doing? It's me, Little Easy E, Eric Wright. And a lot of you know me, know I like to smile. And to thank for my beautiful smile, I want to thank Occidental. That's Occidental Hollywood. So check this out. For all your dental needs, be sure to come to them because they'll be there to take care of you. That's Occidental in Hollywood. Check them out.
Hugo, this is SF40s right here. I just dropped a new album called Times Change, but the Memories Never Will. It's available for $15 and some change on Amazon.com. But if you want to get it signed with a sticker too, then you could go ahead and order it directly from me for $13 and free shipping on PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, or Venmo. Or you can go old school with it and just send a money order. Either way, you'll get your CD. For any questions you may have about an order, you can contact me at fdutchover@gmail.com. Gracias to everyone out there listening to me. Nothing but respect and much love to Tony A. the Wizard on the Roadium Radio Show. Peace and happy holidays from SF40s.
¿Qué pasa, mi gente? Head Padrino, Mellow Man Ace right here. This is my new joint, Walk Talk, featuring my boy Young Quicks, Oxnard's finest. Ya tú sabes, mi gente. Sigan representando real hip hop aquí solamente. Keep it locked. Peace.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Miss Gattis, all the way from NYC. Check out my latest EP, available now on all digital platforms. Back in Cali, baby. That's right. Check me out, Miss Gattis, at YouTube, at Instagram, at Spotify, all over. You already know it's NYC, baby.
What up, world? It's YQ, Young Quicks. Just want to let you know I got a new single out, Down 3 Times, Down 3X, featuring Baby Bash. Everywhere music is sold and streamed today. Go cop it, add me to your playlist. Let's get it. Down, down, down.
Since 2006, Delta 9 THC has been supplying the Los Angeles Harbor area with premium quality cannabis products for both medical and recreational users. Delta 9 is located in Wilmington, California, next to the Port of Los Angeles, just a short drive from Long Beach and South Bay cities. Home to the Pistol Peaks brand, you can expect premium indoor cannabis flower that is locally grown, lab tested, and safe for your consumption. Our highly trained team of cultivators ensures we rotate only the best award-winning genetics in every jar, including our top-selling ET-OG. Here at Delta 9, you can find your favorite industry-leading cannabis brands and a wide selection of cannabis products ranging from cannabis flower, vape pens, edibles, concentrates, topical and tinctures, and more. Come visit us in the city of Wilmington at 824 East Anaheim Street. Mention Tony A and get 3/8 of our Pistol Peaks flower for $100. That's 3 exotic eighths for $100 with tax included. You can't miss. Come to Delta 9 today. Shop legal, shop local, shop Delta 9. Visit delta9thc.com.
You got it locked on Roadium Radio.